So we will be starting our sword and dagger event here shortly. So I'll pop you guys to the rule screen so you can review the rule screen while I finish setting up some things.
Hold. All right. Initial thrust, short or totally spent before contact, so no quality. Cut to leg, valid, clean hit, blue. Fencer's ready. Fence.
All right, everyone. Sorry about that, but we are back. We missed the
Hold.
first. Trying to get these rules.
Cut arrives from blue to gold, clean hit, blue.
Oh wait, where the fuck? Oh, there it is. All right. So sorry about that delay there. We missed the first match here, which was we missed the first match and then most of that match. But now we're back. We're live. So this is our third match here.
Table ready.
This is the first pool of
Judge ready.
Sword and
Gold
Dagger.
fencer ready. Blue fencer ready. Fence.
We do indeed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, blue is
guard.
also the more experienced fencer in Sword
Cut
and
hits
Dagger.
guard, no quality. Refight the pass. Fencer's ready. Put behind the line. Ready. Fence.
So it looks like we have gold, largely trying to fight sword alone with the dagger in reserve.
Hold. Cut arrives from gold to blue. Clean hit, gold.
Mm-hmm.
Fencer's ready. Fencer in the box.
Put it on your chin.
Understood.
Oh,
Fencer's ready.
angled a little bit
Fence.
because it could be very. A lot of people don't realize this, but two weapons can be very distracting
Thrust
and
arrives
disorienting.
from
Even
blue to gold,
disorienting is the
clean
wrong
hit,
word,
blue.
but can be kind of distracting, and it
That
gives you a
is
false sense
match,
of security sometimes.
right?
So relying on the single weapon when you don't have the
one more?
experience with it is
Sorry,
definitely
yeah,
the
the
better way
first
to go.
one. Yep. That's on me. Fencer's ready. Fence.
No, your mic's off. That's the problem.
Hold.
All right, sorry about
Thrust
that. My
arrives from
co-commentator
blue to
here,
gold.
who's actually
Clean hit,
Mike,
blue.
president of Boston Armizare, and the person in charge of all this,
Yep.
is here, but his mic was off for a bit, so we've got that fixed.
All right. Now we're here.
Oh, we haven't been doing the replays.
Yeah, what do we hit for replay?
That one.
Table ready. Judge ready. Gold fencer ready.
So here we have
Blue
Gold
fencer ready.
Fencer is Jacob
Fence.
from Boston Armizare as well. He's coming back to the sport after a brief hiatus.
Hold.
Ooh, that's cut to the floor.
Technical blue cutting the floor.
Not quick enough on the replay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to
Fencer's
be
ready.
careful, especially when
Fence.
cutting with the longer sword. It's very easy to cut into the ground, and that's going to cost you a lot of points here.
Hold. Yep.
That replay lineup is
Gold
tight now.
fencer out of bounds. Clean hit blue.
So looks like that stream reset did clear up that replay issue, but now it's
Fencer's
too
ready.
short.
Fence.
What we're seeing from Gold Fencer is Gold Fencer's defense is pretty good, but they're kind of in a... Well, here we're getting some riposts.
Hold.
Ooh.
All right, good correction
That was
from
a good
Gold.
one, yeah.
Last match, they were like...
Thrust
last pass
arrives
it
from
was
gold
parry,
to
parry,
blue.
parry.
Eat
Here
clean
at least
hit
we got
gold.
parry, repost, parry, repost.
That is true.
Fencer's ready. A little bit back, blue. Fencer's ready. Fence. Hold. Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Clean hit blue. Table ready. Judge ready. Gold fencer ready. Blue fencer ready.
All right, we got more Boston
Fence.
Armizare going on against in the gold. Jamie in blue.
Hold.
Jamie
Distrust
preferring a
arrives. Pass A.
retracted
This
guard
one.
with the hand quite low.
Parried. Okay. And this thrust arrives. Okay. Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Or, yeah, from blue to gold. Clean hit. Blue. Fencer's ready. Fence.
Bit of difficulty hearing the judge. I'm not sure what the call was on that last pass.
Hold.
Looks like thrust to the body from blue is
Parry.
good.
Rise. Okay. Initial thrust parried. Repost arrives from blue to gold. Gold's renewal. Out of tempo. Clean hit. Blue.
In which, okay, got it.
Fencer's ready. Fence.
That was correct call there. Looks like it was gold parried, blue riposte was good.
Hold.
Oh yeah, we can see gold hit right between the weapons, kind of in blue's prep.
Afterblow from blue shouldn't matter much here because cut to the body is the lowest priority action.
No.
Then again, sword and dagger notoriously difficult to judge.
That's true. There's so many things going on, especially on the low line. Arms, weapons, everything's in the way.
Cut arrives from blue to gold. There was a reset in the cut. It wasn't a full rechamber, but it then meant that the cut did not have enough travel. So that is nothing done.
Interesting. We got nothing done.
And
on
they
that
were
call.
in center, so we're starting out here. All right, fencer's ready. Fence.
Very interesting guard by blue.
Yeah, that's bold. Bold to do that while in measure. Still nothing of quality.
A good dagger parry from gold there.
That arrives.
Especially on the low line there.
I think the thrust from gold is in,
That
and then the
arrives to the
afterglow
leg from
parried
gold
with the
to
weapons
blue.
together.
Blue's repost is parried with the dagger. Clean hit. Gold.
Yep, clean hit gold.
Oh, this is the
Is
the
gold
back-to-back.
back up
Yeah.
again?
You have
Typically,
a
he'll
minute to
get
rest it.
30 to 60 seconds of rest if he has to fight twice in a row.
We got the mask going on.
I think
ready
he's
to go.
eschewing that time. We're getting
All
right into it.
Table ready. Yeah, he opted not to. Judge ready. Gold fencer ready. Blue fencer ready. Fence.
All right, here we go. Blue with a pretty high guard to start things off. Wide open
Oh.
space between the weapons, too.
It's an interesting choice. It protects the face
Cut
very
arrives
well,
from
the
gold to
fully
blue's
extended
leg.
arm.
Clean hit.
But
Gold.
there's a lot of opening underneath the sword that's
Fencer's
difficult
ready.
to parry with the dagger.
Fence.
Gold being pretty conservative here, looking for a nice big
Hold.
tempo. Oh, that's nice. Right between the weapons.
Yes, you can see it there. I think he pushes the dagger down low. It might catch him in the leg.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be a
Both-
great
both
tactical choice
thrust
for
arrives.
Gold, looking for
Keep
that
target.
kind of big
Double.
opening that blue is giving.
Yeah, you can see Gold retreating to the edge
Fencer's
of the
ready.
ring. Really
Fence.
lulling Blue to think that he owns the ring, but he's looking to set up some kind of big counterattack like that.
Yeah, Blue's pretty passive, it seems, kind of giving Gold the opportunity to work the way that they want.
Hold.
Nice. Very nice parry.
Initial
riposte
thrust
from
is
Gold.
parried. Cut arrives from gold to blue. Clean hit, gold. That is match.
Is that it? That match?
That's
Okay,
match.
yeah.
That's got to be a disappointing match for blue. Not a lot of back and forth in the fencing. The distance traps from gold a little too strong.
Yeah. I think in particular, gold was able to get them to come forward and just hit right between the weapons.
Table ready.
I think that's one
Judge
of the
ready.
big risks of
Gold
that
fencer ready.
high
Blue
guard
fencer ready.
and your dagger kind
Fence.
of off to the side, really leaving you exposed.
Hold. Thrust
Uh,
arrives from gold to
parry.
blue.
Easy parry
1
riposte
point,
from gold here. Blue is going to have a very tough time in this match
Yep.
with the
Fence is
significant
ready.
height difference.
Fence.
Yeah, one of the it's really a big problem in rapier when you've got that reach to overcome.
Hold.
That was pretty nice.
Thrust
Again,
arrives from gold to blue. The expulsion comes from blue, so the floor hit is not a technical. Clean hit,
interesting.
gold.
Okay, so no foul for hitting the ground.
Fencer's ready.
I believe they're
Fence.
calling that the hit to the ground was the result of an expulsion from the other fencer.
That is the one loophole for being able to hit the floor and not get a card or not get a technical foul.
Blue is really in trouble here defending with distance backwards. He's staying in the danger zone. He's in Gold's measure, but not in his own. He wants to parry while going forward and crush the distance.
Thrust arrives. Gold to blue.
Oh yeah, right
Clean
into
hit,
the mask.
gold. Good blue.
Yeah, Blue's really gotta be able to capitalize on their speed for the next time they're up, because they can't just be hanging out outside their own measure.
So this is interesting. This
Table
is
ready. Judge ready.
one of the sort of quirks
Gold
of
fencer
this
ready.
year's rule set.
Blue fencer
Rather
ready.
than rapier and dagger,
Fence.
although that's what most people are opting for, it's sword and dagger. So now blue is actually fencing with a saber in the main hand. You can expect a lot more cutting, possibly bullying
arrives
the
from gold
opponent's
to blue.
weapon.
Clean
Yeah.
hit, gold.
That's a good example here. You're able to kind of
Ready.
push the rapier out of the
Fence.
way, especially if you can catch it on your strong.
Yeah, he's got to watch out, though. The cut around from gold caught him. Too much pushing, and you'll give a tempo to the opponent.
Hold.
I think we've got cut to the forearm here. The question is, does Gold's thrust land?
Do you think that was spontaneous, or do you think that was a setup?
I think that it was
Thrust
closer to
arrives
spontaneous.
from gold to
I think
blue.
Blue's
At
strategy
the same
right now
tempo,
is to kind of
cut
bully the
arrives
sword
from blue
and
to
see
gold.
where the
Thrust
rapier
priority.
ends up, and then
Priority gold.
attack that arm that's very stiff and straight.
Takes
This is
stock
ready.
hits to the arm when he can get them.
Fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the issues Gold might run into here is they've got a pretty heavy hand. You can see that they're not disengaging when they
Hold.
feel the pressure.
Nope.
They're just
That-
waiting for enough pressure
That was
to cut
premature.
around.
That was an
So
expulsion
if Blue
from
can find that
blue.
sweet spot
Does
of
not
like
count.
push it out of the
On me.
way, but not trigger the cut around,
Fencer's ready.
you might be able
Fence.
to just farm kind of bullying the sword and then cut to the arm there.
Hold.
Oh, very nice trap
Cut
with the
arrives
dagger
from
here.
blue to
Take with the
gold.
dagger.
Clean
and-
hit, blue.
That was smooth. A nice mix-up. We haven't seen Blue use the
That
dagger
is
much,
match.
so definitely a surprise to come in with the dagger.
That's right, and that really can break down the sort of style for rapier and dagger into two very broad camps. Really active
Table
dagger
ready.
users and people who
Judge
are
ready.
holding the dagger back
Gold
for a
fencer
sort
ready.
of emergency
ready.
last-minute parry.
Fence.
In this match, we expect to see two active dagger users. Very, very different when the dagger is forward. Faint disengage from Gold. Do you like that? Is that in?
I'm not sure. I think Gold might be short, and then Blue hits just merely on reach. But it's possible that it hit,
Okay.
that he got in
Thrust
deep enough. We'll
arrives
see what
from
the
blue to
judges have
gold.
say.
Gold's thrust just short.
So
Clean
it looks
hit,
like
blue.
judges say Blue hits Gold a little short.
Christina.
Good eye, Mike.
Clean hit, blue. Fencer's ready. Fence.
A very similar guard from both of these fencers, but you can see blue is actually open between the weapons. We'll see if gold notices.
Yeah, the question is this a mistake or is blue trying to give an opening?
Could be bait.
That's the one risk for when you see that opening there. Oh, nice.
Cut arrives
leg
from blue
here.
to gold. Clean hit blue.
Cut to the leg. Legal in sword and dagger. Off target.
Fencer's
for
ready.
longsword.
Fence.
And then obviously small sword, no cuts.
A lot of pressure from blue.
Yeah, really controlling the space here. I think gold's going to need to get a little bit more proactive if they want to get past blue's guard and actually move in for the hit.
Hold. Keeping attack.
Is that a
Both feet were
thrust to
off
the
the
crook of the elbow?
I think that
Technical
was the
against
target.
gold. Both feet
I'm
leaving
not
the ground
confident that it
Yeah.
hit.
in forward motion.
Okay, it looks like the call is... Oh, interesting. Okay, so clean hit gold.
Fencer's ready.
All right.
Fence.
If only we had another camera on the other side, Mike, then we could
That would
switch
be,
to that view and
really
check
would
for
be.
it. We'll have to trust
Oh!
Judge Joe DiMartino.
Yeah.
Cut arrives from blue to gold's leg. Clean hit blue.
Another cut to the leg.
It's surprising that we haven't seen too much cut to the leg yet. Oftentimes, rapier
Table ready.
tournaments can too
Judge
easily
ready.
devolve into...
I'm sure we'll see a lot of
fencer
that
ready.
today.
Blue fencer ready.
Hopefully we'll still get,
Fence.
a majority of the fencing to look nice and artful. Here we go. We got, like you were talking about,
Oh!
gold fencer very
Thrust
active
arrives from blue or
with
from gold to
their
blue.
dagger.
Clean hit
Blue much more passive.
gold.
Blue fencer
Gold,
made
blue.
a
You need the travel.
cardinal sin tournament mistake
Fencer's
here.
ready.
He
Fence.
liked his cut to the dagger hand and relaxed. He thought he had a hit. He was expecting the judges to call, and he let down his guard
Oh!
and measure.
You can see almost the
Gold
same
cut
thing
arrives
in that
was blue.
previous exchange. Cut to the hand, but barely
target.
managed to parry the thrust between the weapons.
I don't know. It was. What's the priority?
It looked like gold caught blue's poofy pants a little bit in their attack there. We'll see
All right.
what the judges have to say about it, though.
Cut arrives from gold to blue's torso. Cut arrives from blue to gold's arm. Symmetrical double.
Symmetrical double. All right, cuts landed from both.
Cuts for rapier. Torso is the same as limbs.
So symmetrical double,
Fencer's
cut
ready.
to
Fence.
torso and cut to arm. Those are equal in rapier and dagger.
Hold.
You can see that blue's strategy to bully the rapier with the saber isn't working as well here because gold is holding the rapier
Thrust
back,
arrives from gold to
not
blue.
giving blue any
Blue's
blade to
cut
play with.
Misses. Clean hit.
Yeah,
Gold.
that's one of the mistakes. One of the struggles of tournament fencing is that sometimes something works really well against one person.
Yeah, we're ready.
And you want to keep using it, but you got to know when to deploy it and when not to.
So it either was so
All right, really churning through that sword and dagger pool.
We'll let you enjoy this empty ring, and we'll be back as soon as the next pool starts.
All right, Dream, we're ready when you guys are.
We're ready.
All right, so
You?
in this pool, we've got Kieran,
Everybody?
Michael, Nick,
Okay.
Jake, and James.
I'm sure all the viewers at home know them by their first name.
Yeah.
Table ready.
Isn't it great
Judge
to be
ready.
such a
Gold fence ready.
tight-knit community?
Yeah.
Blue fence are ready.
Exactly. Who do we
Fence.
got up here?
They're out there somewhere.
Hold. Cut arrives from gold to blue's arm.
What a void.
1 point or
Parry
clean
with by
hit, gold.
distance with gold.
Yeah, very dramatic. By flinging their dagger hand
This is
up
ready.
into the sky, just barely
Fence.
missed that cut to the hand. We got a lot of flourishing going on.
No call from the judges there.
Hold.
Ooh, looks like parry
Cut does
repost from
arrive
gold
behind
to
on forearm.
inside of
Cut
blue's
arrives
hand.
from gold to blue.
A good beat
Clean
parry
hit,
from
gold.
gold, opening up the advanced target.
This is
I
ready.
think something like that's going to be
Fence.
really useful here, especially since we're seeing so many flourishes from blue.
Yeah, and here we've got a good example of two fencers who are very much in the daggers for emergencies
Oh.
style.
This cut lands.
Interesting.
Yeah, the thrust was that thing after. Yep. Cut arrives from gold to blue. The thrust is presented, but plants a tempo later. Clean hit, gold.
I think that's the right call there.
Yeah, they're calling essentially attack from blue is short, and then there is a minuscule renewal from blue that is out of time. That's tough to split.
Yeah.
Table
Here in gold,
ready.
We have Jake Burns coming
Judge
back
ready.
to the
Blue fence
community
are,
after
gold
being
fence are
gone
ready.
for 1,000
Blue fence are
years.
ready.
Yeah, he's been on the
Fence.
West Coast a while. This is his first event back. We're expecting a lot of high energy fencing from Jake. The much more patient Nick Reynolds in blue.
Hold.
Wow, what a lunge. But nice parry on the retreat from gold here. One of the risks of fencing someone like Nick is he's so tall if you miss your initial attack, you really got to get out of there fast.
Premature hold. We will refight the pass. Fencers ready.
All right, nothing done.
Fence.
I think that's the right call there.
Hold. Thrust
See if
arrives
this one-
from blue
oh,
to
yeah.
gold.
Thrust over
Clean
the
hit,
dagger.
Blue.
Beautiful.
Fencers
That's
ready.
definitely the
Fence.
one of the openings you're going to look for the really active dagger user.
Hold.
And again,
Thrust arrives from blue to gold.
over the
Gold's
dagger,
thrust out
taking
of
the tempo.
Clean hit, blue. Fencers ready. Fence.
Jake's in a lot of trouble here if he stays in distance like this. He's
Hold.
Oh, once again, this time just right
was
down the
passe.
middle.
Thrust arrives from gold
By
to blue,
profiling
or
his
from blue
body,
to
I
gold.
think,
Gold's thrust was
Blue Fencer
passe.
managed to
Clean hit,
avoid the double
blue.
there.
yeah,
It was
bit of
pretty
a
close.
bit of a half Girata from blue. On the right, looking like he's held together by tape, we have
Table
Kieran
ready.
Garrity
Judge ready. Gold fencer ready.
just doing this for fun.
fencer ready.
Longsword's his main weapon.
Fence.
Yeah. Over here, not even wearing socks.
Oh, is he also fencing with the saber?
Oh.
He is.
An interesting choice. I like this duck low hit to the body that Kieran deploys here.
Chamber.
Kieran, originally from WSTR, now training with Boston Armizare. No
right.
surprise that he's
Right.
using the saber. WSTR,
Thrust arrives from
they're,
blue to
known
gold.
for their saber.
Gold's cut arrives in tempo. Thrust overcut. Priority blue. Fencers ready.
It's my understanding that
Fence.
he's teaching there now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. There's been a changeover of leadership recently.
Oh, going for the leg. That might be ring out blue.
Yeah, it looked like he was really on the back foot there.
Okay, that hit. Okay. Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Clean hit, blue.
Oh, interesting hit just before the ring out, I guess, on the retreat. That's definitely a technique you'll see from tall fencers. Arrest while moving backwards. Oh, yeah.
It's a great second intention there from Kieran. Falling short with the initial attack so that Gold will come forward, letting Gold walk right onto his second intention.
Beautiful. More of that very active both sword and dagger use from Jake. Oh, dramatic imbricata here, just barely missing though.
I think it misses a little too dramatic.
Yeah.
Ends up putting it more towards the floor than the opponent's body.
Yeah, I think his renewal was maybe with the strong.
Neutral thrust from gold to blue is parried. Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Clean hit, blue.
Interesting. All right, we're scoring.
That can happen.
It's hard to see, especially when you're getting that close to each other.
Gold, clean hit, blue.
Blue looking for a dramatic invitation
wow,
here.
Yeah. Very interesting. Maybe hits coming in, then we get dagger suppression, then big cut again.
Yeah.
Surely one of those landed.
They were a bit scrappy. Certainly
Cut arrives from
enough
blue
to
to
win the
gold.
pass.
Clean hit, blue.
This will be a fun match.
All right.
I think these
Table
are probably
ready.
the two tallest fencers in the
Judge
pool
ready.
going up against each
Blue,
other.
or gold fencer ready. Blue fencer ready. Fence.
It can definitely be very different when you're used to fencing people shorter
Oh.
than you, and suddenly you have to fence someone taller.
Cut arrives. Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
Thrust
deep
from blue to gold is
thrust
parried.
from blue.
Cut from gold to blue arrives. Clean hit, gold.
Oh, clean hit gold.
Clean hit gold. Interesting.
Fencers ready. Fence.
They,
Hold.
all
Thrust
right.
arrives from blue,
Blue
to gold.
determined
Clean
to
hit,
show
blue.
that he can thrust down the middle,
Blue fencer behind the
making
line.
it a little more clear for the judges
You.
this time.
Ready. Fence.
You have a thrust
Oh,
Thrust arrives from blue
over
to gold.
the
Clean hit,
weapon
blue.
arm from blue, just delaying the reposts just slightly.
and able to get out of measure quickly enough to avoid Gold's cut to the arm there.
You know what? I'll put my money on it. That was a preview of the finals match. We will see those two again later today.
I definitely would not take that bet. Positive that we'll see them there.
All right. Table ready.
Kieran back up on gold
Judge ready.
and also eschewing
Gold
his
fencer
rest
ready.
time.
Blue fencer ready.
That's a young
Fence.
man's choice. When you've got that infinite energy.
Dagger suppression and an imbricata from blue. I think it's in and then it pops off, but we'll see what the judges say.
Yeah, that definitely looked
This was
into
definitely
me.
passe.
Blue is in a bit of a dilemma here against Kieran. He's so tall.
Initial
Blue
thrust
has
from
to
blue
choose
to gold parried. Renewal cut from blue to gold arrives. Clean hit, blue.
All right.
Queen hit blue.
Queen hit
Okay.
blue.
Fencers ready.
Blue has to decide between
Fence.
trying to take the center of the ring, which will put him firmly in Kieran's measure,
Hold. Cut arrives from blue to gold. Hit,
or risking the
blue.
ring out.
Fencers ready. Fence. Hold!
Oh, this big dramatic opening,
Thrust
and then
arrives
between the
out of
weapons,
Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Gold's cut out of tempo. Clean
straight
hit blue.
out of one of the older side sword and dagger plays. Point your sword at the sky and let them come in at you, then come in between them.
Yeah, just take.
I think that last action caught Kieran a bit by surprise. That's a Jake Burns signature move, but he's been on the West Coast since Kieran
Cable
joined
ready.
up with Hema.
Judge ready.
Yeah,
Gold
definitely.
fencer ready.
he's,
Blue fencer
there
ready.
aren't many fencers who are as
Fence.
dramatic as Jake is, that's for sure. He really makes it work.
Hold.
Again,
Thrust
the very
arrives from
patient
gold to
Nick
blue.
Reynolds
Clean
just
hit
waiting
gold.
for a tempo to touch you right between
Fencers
the
ready.
We can say you can
Fence.
see blue attacks, gold
Hold.
counter attacks
Thrust arrives from gold to blue. Clean hit
Again,
gold.
same thing basically.
Fencers
without
ready.
even moving.
Fence.
It can be so frustrating to get hit on your movement forward with gold not even stepping towards
Hold.
you. The range.
Ring out blue. Clean hit gold.
And here we have gold pressuring blue out of the ring after arresting twice.
It's good. He taught blue that he has to stay out of measure, and then he just used the measure to push him out of the ring.
It's pretty nice. Oh, we got.
Having these on makes it impossible because I'm hearing myself talk in a delay.
Table ready.
Can't listen to yourself.
Judge ready. Gold fencer ready. Blue fencer ready. Fence.
Blue fencer here, possibly with a unique choice. He's fencing with the Sigi Venetian arming sword.
Wow, that's a classic. We haven't seen those in quite a while.
Yeah, everything else is out of tempo. Yep.
My
Cut
money's
arrives from
on
blue to
nothing
gold,
done.
Everything else out of tempo. Clean hit blue.
Oh, they like the initial cut from blue.
All right.
Good call from the judges.
It must have blown through
Fencers ready.
the dagger parry.
Fence.
That is the advantage of one of the heavier, more arming sword-like weapons. You know, you got to be extra careful with your dagger parry.
Tactical blue. Hitting the floor.
Cutting the floor. That's a struggle.
Fencers
That's worth
ready.
a lot of points here.
Behind the line blue. Fencers ready.
Yeah, we're here at the
Fence.
beautiful Shady Hill School in Cambridge. Very protective of their gym floor here.
Yeah. There we go. Thrust
And rightly
outside.
so.
Thrust arrives
Yeah,
from gold
it's
to
a
blue.
beautiful
Clean hit
facility.
gold.
Absolute pleasure to be here.
Fencers ready. Fence. Hold.
There we go with the dramatic attempt, but this time parried.
Agreed. Yeah.
Let's
And
see
then
if the
this is
judges
parried.
see it. That
Yep.
gets parried into blue's
Initial
leg.
thrust parried. False edge for post from from blue to gold. Arrives. Clean hit blue.
There we go. Yeah, gold parried, clean hit blue.
I'm in favor of that call.
I think so too. Yeah. Sometimes the incidental contact will happen when you're parrying their sword, especially into your own leg. But I think if you follow up with a good riposte, then it's fine.
Table ready. Judge ready.
Gold here with a
Gold
pretty
fencer ready.
robust
Blue
looking
fencer
sword.
ready.
That's a
Fence.
very thick hilt.
It's going to be tough. He's going to need a lot of speed to match Kieran.
Hold.
Here we go. Nice.
Thrust
Parry
arrives from
riposte
blue to gold.
together.
Clean hit blue. Fencers ready. Fence. Hold. Thrust arrives from blue to gold's arm. Clean hit blue.
Flourishes from gold, but
Fencers
a
ready.
stop thrust to the arm
Fence.
from blue.
Once again, one of the biggest problems with the flourish is when you do
Hold.
it within measure.
Cut arrives from gold to blue. From blue to
That
gold.
right there, cut to
Clean
the
hit
dagger arm.
blue.
Classic case of if you forget that you have a dagger in hand, which is, of course, extremely easy to do when you're fencing sword and dagger. You just leave it there exposed.
Table ready.
Yeah, having
Judge
a sail
ready.
can definitely help with that.
Gold
Though
fencer
the
ready.
sail does
Blue
that a
fencer
lot.
ready. Fence.
Blue with the dramatic flourishes here, but managing to not pull their sword back too much.
I don't think Gold minds too much. Gold knows that he's out of measure.
Yeah. No threat to Gold right now. Ooh.
Yes.
Thrust
This
arrives
is
from
an
gold to
absolute
blue.
classic
Clean
from
hit,
Gold.
gold.
He lets you bob in and out of
Spencer's
your
ready.
measure, but when you're stepping back
Spence.
out of your measure, you're still in his.
Wow, that looks like a leaping attack to me.
Hold.
So this is cut to the
Arrives.
mask, but maybe
Okay.
into the dagger. It certainly made the helmet
Priority.
clack sound, but that doesn't
Cut
necessarily
arrives
mean
to the head
anything.
from blue to gold. Cut arrives from gold to blue's leg. Asymmetrical for the head, asymmetrical for blue.
Yeah. Gold went for a
Spencer's
stop
ready.
cut to the leg there.
Spence.
Not one of the most common actions in fencing.
Yeah, it leaves you pretty exposed, especially, you know, all the other important targets not covered by cut to the leg.
Hold. Thrust arrives from gold to blue.
Looking a bit more
Clean hit,
canonical
gold.
here. Gold with a nice disengage, low to high.
Done.
Really utilizing that range.
We're done.
And that's the end of the pool. Moving quickly through the sword and dagger pools.
Enjoy this beautiful gym floor.
That was it.
So here with Kieran,
Hello there.
one of the local champions, was doing most of the commentating from yesterday, right?
That's right, and this morning in B tier.
Yeah, that was great. How do you feel your sword and daggers going so far?
You know, a bit of both. I mean, I'm fencing with dueling saber against a lot of other rapiers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, less of a reach advantage than I'm normally used to,
Yeah,
So-
that must be tough, giving a little bit of that up.
right? So there was one really close cut on the knee, one super close thrust there I almost got the void on, so I just need to clean up a little bit. But I had some really nice parry post cuts that I'm happy with.
Oh, yeah, it was looking great. And you're, I think, really getting used to the advantages of the saber, being able to bully people's rapiers around if they don't have a light enough hand to avoid any of your sword actions.
Yeah, the beat attack was really strong.
Yeah, one of the big advantages of saber is being able to beat, and the throwing the cut for the beat is so much more comfortable with the saber than with the rapier
Yeah.
itself.
And because the leg is on target, the inside beat into the leg cut, very hard for them to read.
So nice, and especially hard to cover with the dagger. Once the sword's out of the way, covering the leg cut with the dagger, so hard.
I was kind of forgetting I had a dagger some of the time.
We were talking about that earlier, actually, is that there's kind of two different styles that we're seeing with the sword and dagger. Is people who are really proactive with the dagger and having it out in front of them, searching, trying to get engagements, and then people who keep it back in reserve and either completely forget about it or use it as their, like, emergency parry.
Yeah.
You tend to see that with people who don't regularly train the sword and dagger, or for people who do Destreza. You see that in some of the Destreza texts. You engage with, arm fully extended, fence mostly sword alone, and then you keep the dagger in reserve for
when you fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. For that little surprise parry. We saw a couple fencers. Andrew, also fencing with the saber, was doing a similar thing, keeping the sword in reserve. There was one exchange where he'd had 3 or 4 passes, dagger in reserve, and then his final hit brought the dagger forward, suppressed his opponent's sword, and then was able to cut a nice little surprise change-up. All right, looks like we've got new rounds of pools going. Do you want to go and see how things are going? All right, good luck for the rest of your match.
Thank you very much.
And we're back. Return of Jake Burns to our... Oh. That's a great call from the head judge here, prioritizing the clear action. One fencer's hit was abundantly clear and the other's was messy. That's one of the things you'll find here is that rewarding the clean action much better. All right, we got our instant replay back up.
We're refighting the pass. Blue claiming the center of the ring, keeping the pressure up.
You can see the jitteriness of Gold. He's really looking to go.
That can work against you.
Here we go, right between the weapons from Gold.
Does that land between or over the dagger?
That's match. That's a good question. It definitely could have been over the weapons. Either way, nice job taking that tempo.
We have Stephen Hirsch from Athena School of Arms fencing broadsword and alehouse dagger. A unique combination.
Not too surprising seeing that come from Steven. He's pretty well known for his sabering. It'd really be a shock to see him wielding the saber. Or not wielding the saber.
Great parry and riposte from Steven here.
Especially holding your ground against the running attack can be a little challenging. Messy scrum, then cut to the flank.
I think so. Gold is going to be hoping to have the judges score thrust from him. He went overhand towards the flank there. I don't think it was in.
Interesting matchup here in that we have two fencers, both who are fairly tall, but with short, choppy weapons. Clean hit Blue. Sounds like a no quality from Gold Fencer.
More of the same from Steven. You can see he likes to parry with the weapons joined.
Clean hit Blue. When fencing with the sword and dagger, one of the juiciest openings really is that flank under the dagger. Two long-lost friends fencing each other for the first time in a tournament in a very long time. Both fencers have a flair for the dramatic. Blue fencer Derek Wise, sometimes being very conservative, sometimes extravagant in his movements.
You know, Jake is a good matchup against Derek, though, because Derek is he's still very good, but he's a little worse. Keep pushing him.
Wow, missed thrust from Derek over here. A surprise, very uncommon for Derek to miss a thrust, especially at close range.
He's pacing just off camera. I think he's disappointed with that.
I would be too. Looks like we're trying to figure out some sort of equipment failure. Looked like a piece flew off the sword or something.
The judge is just taking a moment there to remember what happened.
Clean hit blue.
Cheeky little leg cut there from Derek.
We were talking earlier about how the stop cut to the leg, not very common. This was a good execution of that. Two very active fencers moving around a lot here. Looks like that's cut to the thigh, almost as if blue fencer looked like he was trying to jump over the cut. Interesting.
Very close to jumping. A bit of a warning there. I suspect the fencer is clarifying the rules forbid a jumping attack. They do not explicitly allow for, but it should be allowed to try to jump over a cut to your leg.
That does seem very reasonable.
We're just clarifying all that with the fencers.
So final call there was clean hit blue. Must have come in just before the leg cut. Oh, this is nice little crooked cut from blue to gold's head.
Oh, that's an
Priority.
interesting call. Priority to gold. They think it was a thrust. I think gold cut the body there.
Yeah, I think that's it can be a tough call to make. I think it looked a little bit more cut than thrust to me as well, but
Gimmicks here from blue. They pay off with a cut to the head.
so same call here, cut to the head, but
Another
thrust to the
priority
body.
call for gold.
Yeah, I think that's one of the risks of big actions, especially big cuts like that. It leaves your body open to the thrust.
Yeah, on the one hand, the cut is generally more judge-friendly in sword and dagger.
That's true. The cut versus thrust priority is a uniqueness to the sword and dagger tournament this weekend. Sort of as a replacement for priority, because priority is so hard to track with the sword and the dagger. Two local champions here going at it against each other.
A good job from Steven opening up the interior arm. The little feint to the hand there. But it's just Derek's is a little too fast.
Threatening the leg cut to see if he can get anything out of Steven, but Steven's cold. Not threatened by it at all. Wow, quite the parry riposte here, but then a rest from Gold. The question is, was his dagger parry good enough to block the saber cut from Blue? Looks like we're re-miking the head judge. Probably ran out of battery.
priority to the thrust, priority gold.
Priority gold for the thrust over the cut.
I'd say that's the right call based on what we saw. One of the challenges with the arrest is that you'll hit them, but unless it's,
No rest, no rest.
early
Okay,
enough.
you're good. Yep. All right.
5.
No rest. Yeah, table's ready. Cool. Judge ready. Blue fencer ready. Gold fencer ready. Fence.
Interesting matchup here. The very patient gold fencer versus the more chaotic blue fencer.
Hold. Cut arrives from gold to blue. Clean hit, gold.
Cut to the leg in the tempo
Fencer's
of this
ready.
kind of hopping leg
Fence.
swap.
That could be all gold
Oh!
needs.
Oh, right down the middle.
Thrust arrives from
You
gold
can
to
see
blue.
the disappointment
Clean
on
hit,
Blue's
gold.
in Blue's body language here, knowing
Fencer's
that he just made
ready.
a mistake.
Yeah, that's
Fence.
absolutely textbook. The first play in Fabrice
Hold.
Sword and Dagger.
Interesting. Rising true edge cut on the retreat from gold. Blue really trying to come in hot, but I think he just doesn't have
did.
the
It was
control
The full.
over the opponent's
Still
sword
priority.
that he needs.
Yep. Okay. Cut arrives from blue to gold's head. Cut arrives from gold to blue's body. Priority target. Blue. Priority
Priority
blue.
to blue for the cut to the head.
I think that's pretty reasonable there.
Retreating rising cut, not quite appropriate for Sword and Dagger.
Yeah. Better to try and defend yourself with the sword or the dagger than to kind of run away and go for that cheeky little hand hit.
Of course, you can do anything you want as long as it's clean.
That's true. We have seen some pretty crazy stuff.
Table ready. Judge ready. Blue fencer ready. Gold fencer ready. Fence.
Steven has
Oh,
swapped from
arrives
his
from gold to
backsword
blue.
to a
Clean hit,
Pecoraro
gold.
saber. A bit lighter,
Fencer's
more
ready.
agile weapon. You can see it's already
Fence.
paid off with the snipe to the dagger hand.
I think that's going to be a lot of help
Hold.
against the various rapiers
Yeah.
that he's facing.
Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Clean hit, blue.
Rising thrust from blue there,
Fencer's
just
ready.
getting onto the mask.
Fence. Hold. The cut from gold. Anything done from blue? I didn't. I don't think so.
Personally. Now, as you mentioned previously, Stephen
Cut
Hirsch
arrives
absolutely
from gold to
ice
blue.
cold,
Clean hit.
but that
gold.
can play against you if you let something come in
That's
that the
match.
judges misread.
Yeah, sounds like that's what the call was. No quality from blue. Thing hit gold.
Good eye for the judges there.
That can be a hard thing to see, especially with how fast the rapier.
Eyes are going.
Haven't we seen this matchup already?
I'm pretty sure we watched
Oh,
this
it's right
about
there.
15 minutes ago.
In a previous round of pools.
Yeah.
All right, table ready.
But here we are again.
Judge ready.
Two very
Blue
fun
fencer ready.
fencers to watch.
Gold fencer
Very
ready.
dramatic.
Fence.
A lot of style and flash going on between the two of them. Ooh, just barely not cutting the floor there.
Hold.
Maybe blue got it on that last riposte as gold was running away. What do you think?
Okay,
I don't quite think so. He did attempt to cut
Don't
with
think
the
it did,
dagger. That's
but
very unorthodox, a bit
then we
scrappy. It can score.
That's true. Yeah, dagger can
After the
score
hold.
just as
Okay,
well as
I'll take that, yeah.
as the sword can. Though the sword does always take priority over
Cut
the dagger.
arrives from gold to blue.
No,
however,
I'm
had
sorry. Double
insufficient
checking our
travel,
notes here. It's
so
thrust
nothing done
only
on the
with the
pass.
dagger.
Oh,
No
okay.
cutting with the dagger
All
today.
cuts
That's
need
pretty
90 degrees
reasonable.
of travel. And it was just a little. It was a bit short about
Sounds like the
of that.
call is.
However,
the cut that gold
reset.
had while coming in was
Gold
good.
has advantage, so
Everything else out of tempo.
resets in the center.
I think that's
Just
the
start
most
in the
likely call
center.
there.
Yeah, that's
You
that
start there.
seems correct.
Yep. Oh, you
know
deleted
what?
that? Never mind me. Start.
So that was nothing done.
Nothing done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Start normal.
Nobody told me that.
Looks like there's some
Now I'm
confusion
mad.
between the
All right.
head judge and
Fence
the
is ready.
table, but
Fence.
seems squared away now. Interestingly, when faced with
Oh.
a similar fencer, Jake is really slowed down a little bit, a little less jumpy.
Head.
Very interesting
Shoulder.
parry
Okay.
behind the head
Close.
with the dagger.
Okay. But not bad.
I think it might have
All right.
collapsed. I wouldn't be surprised for the judges to call this.
Thrust from blue to gold is parried. Cut arrives from gold to blue.
And
Clean
they
hit.
are.
Yeah,
Gold.
it does. Good eye on that one.
Fencer's ready. Fence.
Ooh, nice leg slip there. Little bit of too much of a wind up from Blue. All right, ballistic entering. Looks like the dagger thrust missed, coming in behind Blue.
I think nothing
gold.
until Blue's cut, which
Okay.
might be
Okay.
after
Yeah.
the halt.
He like
The
turned
halt is
totally to face
called
away
for
from me through it.
circling.
Yeah. Cut arrives from gold to blue. Clean hit. Gold.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Fencer's ready. Fence.
More of this kind of dancing and squatting.
Hold.
Not sure what was going on there. Again, with the kind of running attack from Gold, and a scrappy
This
infighting.
arrives.
We'll see what
How
the
close
judges
do I
have
wanna
to
call
say
this?
about it. If this was
I
the
don't
finals,
think
that's
it-
probably the kind
I
of thing you
think
could
it
go to the
actually
instant
arrives
replay for. But
Yeah. Okay.
too many passes have to be done during pools, so
Both fencers
can't
come
utilize
in.
the technology.
Blue has a cut to gold on the torso before a circle completion. Clean cut, clean hit, blue.
All right, Blue cut just before the
That's
circle.
match.
Very interesting.
Table ready. Okay. Judge ready. Blue fencer ready. Gold fencer ready. Fence. Hold. Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Clean hit, blue. Clean hit, blue. Fencer's ready. Fence. Hold.
Oh, a beautiful Girata from Derek here.
Passe.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thrust arrives
Classic.
from blue to
He
gold.
loves this
Clean
kind
hit,
of offensive
blue.
Girata that takes him out of the way
Fence is
from
ready.
whatever your riposte is going to be.
Fence.
It's a bit more rare in Sword and Dagger.
Yeah. Usually people rely on the dagger for defense, but that void can be so good sometimes. Derek holding his ground, kind of turreting as Gold moves back and forth.
Hold.
Nice and patient.
Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Clean
Right
hit, blue.
through that dagger defense. Hitting deep.
Derek showing us why the Pell is potentially dangerous.
Yeah, that's true. It really does give a big tempo for someone to attack you. It's almost a perfect example of the give a tempo to take a tempo type situation.
That's right. In that case, I think that Gold put their weight down on the front foot along with the stomp. That's gives a much longer tempo than a sort of slap.
Yeah. Classic mistake with the
All right.
Appel.
Table ready. Judge ready.
Stephen Hirsch back in
Blue
gold.
fence ready. Gold fence ready. Fence. Hold.
Oh,
A
beautiful
parry
riposte.
riposte from
Yes.
Steven and drawing the technical.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a double whammy against
right.
Blue.
That's right. That's going to
Thrust
hurt
is
Jake.
parried. Cut to the body from gold to blue is good. In addition, technical foul to blue for hitting the floor.
Yeah, there you go. That's -2 VP there. That's a big,
Fencer's
big
ready.
hit.
Fence.
It's a big swing.
That is one of the things about the rule set. You know, every match matters as
Oh!
you're affecting. Wow, this thrust.
Feint and disengagement
Foul,
from
quick.
Jake to between the weapons.
Thrust,
Matching
yes,
that
nothing
back
from-
of the head
okay.
protector.
Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Clean hit, blue.
They're calling clean. I
Spencer's
do
ready.
think Gold cut the body.
Spence.
there.
Yeah, I definitely saw that. The question is, maybe it was in tempo, maybe not. Either way, that's a good example of how when your hit is dramatic enough,
Hold!
sometimes the judges will forget what else happened.
Yes.
Oh, this is going to be a back of head
Oh,
penalty for Jake.
absolutely. That kind of squat and turn. I think
that
this
was
is cut to the leg from blue to gold,
So,
but yeah, technical
do the
foul for
technical.
back of the head.
Of course, the foul will annul his point, and we'll have to refight the pass.
Yep,
For sure. on
definitely
out of it.
can't be allowed to acquire points
I'm with you on
and
it. All
commit
right.
a foul at the
Cut
same
rise
time.
from blue to gold. However, in the retreat, exposing the back of the head. So it's a technical for exposing the back of the head for blue. So no scoring action.
There you go. Good call from the judges.
Your cut was out of tempo. And to the
Cut from blue lands,
back of the head.
exposes back
But
of the
it was
head to get the
exposed, so
technical.
it goes to this.
They're saying
concern.
Gold's cut
Right,
is out
so
of tempo.
technical, nothing
Even
done
worse,
on the
because
pass, we
Blue
refight
could
third.
have
Spencer's ready.
stayed face forward and
Spence.
simply tanked the attack after the tempo.
Yeah. Protected by that lockout time. Both fencers waiting, very patient, looking for an opportunity to go.
Oh!
This,
Well, they're not looking anymore, Mike.
that little jitter step that we got from Jake before going in. It was like a triple lapel, then thrust down the middle.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe the thrust was so hard that Jake tweaked his wrist a little bit.
Yeah, that's the call I have. Yep. Okay.
Running attack against Stephen
Uh,
Hirsch is
cut
a bit
arrives from gold to
inadvisable.
blue, clean hit,
He is
gold.
really built and can,
Yeah.
you know,
nice.
receive your running attack. It's like running into a brick wall.
Yeah, that's true. Sounds like that was clean hit gold.
Can I tag you into direct? My voice is
Yeah.
getting tired. Okay.
All right, looks like that's the end of the pool.
We'll be right back.
Oh!
Sure seems like we've seen
Thrust
most of
arrives,
these
gold to
fencers
blue,
already.
clean hit, gold.
Maybe we'll have a couple new
Fencers
people.
ready. Fence.
Again, tough matchup for blue here.
Yeah, Blue needs to work on from the advanced lunge, starting a little further away and attacking with multiple steps, or proceed with resolution, make running attacks.
Blue really so
Oh!
close
Out
to
of
the ring
out of
out.
space
Ring
on
out,
the ring
Blue.
out.
Clean hit,
Here it
gold.
is. Oh, just barely.
Last pass. Fencers ready. Fence.
Kieran really utilizing his reach to pressure Jacob out of the ring.
Oh, the
Ooh.
thrust
Yeah,
from
but
Blue
thrust
looks
from-
good there. Will the judges give it to him?
I sure hope so. That was a really nice arrest.
Cut arrives from gold to blue. Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Priority target blue. Priority blue.
Priority for
That's
the
match.
thrust. Good job, Blue.
Very nice. That looked really good. That's a perfect tempo to take when you have that height difference. Being able to just go right down the middle when you have the opportunity to.
Table
Here we
ready.
go. Someone
Judge
new
ready.
for our stream.
Gold fencer ready.
Gold
Blue
fencer.
fencer ready. Fence.
Looks like this is Rowan from Moose Historical Fencing.
Moose Historical Fencing, pretty new
Oh.
with their rapier program. Only kind of starting up
Cut
in the
from blue to
last
gold's
year.
match.
That's true, but if I'm not mistaken, Rowan
Priority
comes to us with a modern epee background.
That definitely gives you a good advantage in any kind of HEMA fencing, but in particular with the rapier.
So we saw a couple cuts earlier in the past that were a little bit tippy, not enough travel distance. We didn't call them. In the end, we have a cut from blue to gold's mask, thrust from gold to blue's torso, priority asymmetrical double, priority gold.
Looks like, again, we
Fencer's
got
ready.
that thrust versus
Fence.
cut priority happening.
Hold.
Right, we can really see that modern style footwork.
That's right, with the dagger flung back during the lunge.
All right. Cut lands from blue to gold's arm. Thrust lands from gold to blue's torso. Asymmetrical double, priority gold.
If you're going to trade, that's the kind of trade you want to be making in this
Roll
tournament.
behind the line a little bit, please.
That's right,
you.
and
Last pass. Fencer's
Gold
ready.
Fencer's paying attention. I
Fence.
think they've clocked that Blue wants to counterattack with stop cuts to the arm, but if your thrust makes it in, you win by priority there.
Hold.
Oh, looks like we might have a hit and a technical
Thrust
for
from
cutting the
gold.
floor.
That's right. A nice imbricata from
So,
Gold
thrust
lands over
from
the weapon arm.
gold to blue. It's clean hit gold. In addition, there's a technical foul for blue cutting the ground.
Oof, 2 points against
That's match.
Blue there.
That's going to hurt Blue in the standings.
Table ready. Judge
Looks
ready.
like Kieran's gear is
Gold fencer ready.
still
Blue fencer
managing to
ready.
hang on with that
Fence.
tape.
I wonder if he's aware that that shade of
Hold.
yellow is the tertiary color
Cut
in the
from
Dunkin'
gold to blue's
Donuts
leg is
brand
good.
guide.
Clean hit gold. Fencer's ready.
That makes it
Fence.
perfect for wearing here in Massachusetts. You know that is the #1 religion, Boston.
Now, I don't think that's his usual mask. I am curious what's going on
Hold.
there.
Cut from gold. Yep. Okay, cut from gold to
We've got
blue's arm
crooked
is
cut
good.
to
Clean hit
gold.
gold.
From gold to blue.
Last pass. Fencer's ready. Fence.
Yeah, that's a great counterattack from Kieran. Drawing out the
Hold.
attack from Blue, letting it fall short, and cutting the arm.
Oh, that's very interesting. Pump fake to
Cut
the
from
head.
gold.
Renew thrust to the body.
That's
All
right. I would call
cut
that
from gold to blue's
faint
arm.
cut
Clean
head,
hit gold.
and then in broken time,
Clean hit gold.
finish to the body.
Broken time, for people not familiar with that terminology, when you move your body but leave your hand kind of floating in space.
That's right. We might also say body feint.
Yeah.
Table ready. Judge ready. Gold fencer ready. Blue fencer ready.
Looks like finally
Fence.
Jacob getting an opportunity to fence someone closer to eyes. Question
Hold.
is he going to be able to keep up with Rowan's speed?
A beautiful thrust over the dagger from Rowan.
They really saw that open.
Symmetrical double.
They were able to take it right over the dagger.
Oh, Gold
Or
Fencer was
open
in
double.
there too.
Yeah, open.
Symmetrical
Fencer's
double.
ready. Fence.
I'd like to talk to these fencers about Why no sale on their dagger? Do you think it's simply a budget
Oh!
consideration?
That's a good question. We can see Gold
Not the
Fencer here with the
thrust was-
classic cold steel synthetic dagger. A great budget option. You can get it off Amazon.
All right,
in
thrust
2
from blue
days
to
for
gold is
$20,
parried.
But
Thrust from gold to
uh,
blue arrives in the body.
Rowan's
Clean hit
dagger-
gold.
Rowan's dagger
Spencer's
pretty
ready.
short
Fence.
and no sale. That is an interesting choice. What's your preference for daggers?
I'm a tournament jerk, so I prefer the sale.
That's fair. That's fair. For me, I find that the sail feels a little too heavy for me, so I just have a big giant crab claw
Oh!
cross guard.
Jacob going for the leg cut here. Oh, just onto the knee.
Ooh, the question is, are they going to call that a illegal target? Knee generally not allowed to be attacked
No,
from a
for
safety perspective.
for a sword and dagger, I think we have the whole body on target,
Oh, interesting.
excepting only the back of head and groin.
All right, so the cut to the leg from gold to blue did not have enough travel distance. The thrust from blue
Not
to gold
enough
arrives. Clean hit
travel,
blue.
they say.
That's pretty interesting. I don't know. That looked like it had a pretty good amount of chambering to me, but since we were just talking about it, you can see Blue Fencer coming out with a dagger with a sail.
Table ready.
Same with Gold Fencer.
Judge ready. Gold fencer ready. Blue fencer ready. Fence.
Sail really helps protect your hand, but does add some weight to it. Here we see Blue Fencer trying his usual strategy of bully the sword and then cut to the sword arm.
Oh! Cut from gold to blue's leg
Not having
arrives.
a ton of
Clean hit
success
gold.
yet.
Fencer's ready. Fence.
Interestingly, Gold Fencer kind of holding the rapier more as if it is a saber.
Oh!
Oh, very interesting from
Cut from
Gold Fencer.
Gold's thrust around.
That ducking down with
And then gold,
rising
blue's
thrust to
riposte
the
is parried.
body.
All right. Cut from blue to gold. No.
Looked like they were
Cut
going
from
for a
gold to
bit of a
blue.
low
Sorry,
void.
thrust from gold to blue is good.
Yeah, I
Clean
think
hit
the
gold.
duck may have actually saved them there.
Fencer's ready.
And they brought in the dagger when blue threw another cut.
Thrust to the hand. Rising cut. Hard to get through that bell guard that the rapiers. Ooh, nice leg slip from. We've seen some interesting adaptation here. Blue avoiding the leg and parrying the flank. Two things
Oh!
that Gold was having success with.
That's right. I think this
Thrust from
strategy of
gold to blue
harassing the
lands, clean hit
sword
gold.
arm is bit of a mixed bag for blue. On the one hand, free points if the opponent can't defend their sword arm,
You're up
but
You can have 30 seconds.
it won't
like
it
taking
won't
the
carry
sword
you
gold down
all the
to
way
blue.
into the finals because eventually you're going to come up against opponents whose arm is just not open.
Yeah.
Good.
I think if you can mix in attacks to a couple different targets,
Table
maybe
ready.
going to the leg
Judge
or
ready.
in particular
Gold
going
fencer
deep
ready. Blue fencer
after
ready.
you harass the arm.
Fence.
Great approach.
That's right. A nice, well-rounded game. I think that's what we can expect from Rowan.
Rowan, very patient, not bouncy like you tend to see with a lot of the modern fencers.
Oh!
Oh, this is very nice. Thrust,
Lots
controlling
of,
with the dagger, then coming back in with the imbricata.
Lots of parries in the middle, and then blue's thrust arrives to gold. Clean hit blue. Fencer's ready. Fence.
A lunge right off the bat, but not quite deep enough.
Oh! Thrust from gold is
Excellent
passe,
arrest from
thrust
Rowan.
Yeah, beautiful. Interestingly,
Thrust from gold,
a
passe,
loud
thrust
good
from blue is
job
good,
from
clean hit
Gold
blue.
Fencer. I think technically against
Last
the
pass.
rules
Fencer's
as
ready.
influencing the judges,
Fence.
but seems like the judges don't feel like penalizing it. Rising cut to the hand. Yeah, not very good into the complex hilt.
Hold.
Is there a dagger thrust there from Rowan?
Looks like it's dagger into dagger parried.
All right.
We may have hit the replay a little too soon. We'll see what the judges have to say.
Now gold.
I expect there'll be a bit more deliberation on this one. Hard to split.
Okay, so before any scoring actions occurred, gold stepped out of bounds. Ring out gold, clean hit blue.
Wow, ring out.
Ring out gold. That's a bit of an upset.
Yeah. The ring out is always interesting. It feels anticlimactic, especially when it's the last of the 3 passes.
And that would have been ring out gold in blue's half of the ring, aggressing forward and then
Table
going
ready.
out of the
Judge
side
ready.
boundary.
Gold fencer ready.
Yeah,
Blue
normally you
fencer
see the
ready.
ring out when people are retreating.
Fence.
Not so much when they're on the attack and moving forward. Here we have 2 clubmates going up against each other.
Hold.
A little bit of confusion from the fencers. They felt like there was a hit and then kind of stopped.
I think gold was expecting the halt and
right,
stopped fencing prematurely.
Yeah. Okay. Cut from gold arrives to blue's hands. Good. Blue's thrust arrives to gold's chest, but is out of tempo. Clean hit gold.
Looks like gold got the call they were looking for.
Fencer's ready. Fence.
Gold, again, going for the kind of harassment strategy. Blue's pretty fast and twitchy, though. Hard to make that kind of action work against someone who doesn't want to stand still.
Hold. Cut arise.
Nice
Lots of
kind of
non-scoring actions,
parry
and
and
a cut
repost
arrives from gold
in
to
one
blue's
tempo
mask. Clean
from
hit
blue.
gold. Last pass. Fencer's ready.
Clean hit gold.
Fence.
Looks like the cut from gold must have gotten through.
Hold.
Oof. Looks like blue just runs his dagger hand right
That is a
onto.
thrust from
Yeah,
gold
that's a
to
shame.
blue's hand.
So
Clean
disappointing.
hit gold. That's match. Table ready. Judge ready. Gold fencer
Kieran
ready.
coming in with that
Blue fencer
saber,
ready.
kind of giving up a
Fence.
little bit of his reach advantage.
Rowan, no stranger to fencing taller opponents.
Okay.
A thrust to
Make
the
contact
knee.
at 100
I'm expecting Rowan to put on an absolute
So
masterclass
gold
here
makes
about
contact with the cut,
fencing such
to
a
blue's
tall
leg, but
opponent.
has insufficient travel distance. Reset the pass.
Insufficient
Fencer's
travel.
Oh, they're
ready.
saying
Attack
cut
knee.
with
Fence.
insufficient travel.
Interesting.
Okay.
Hold.
Looks like this is just
Cut from blue to
straight
gold's
down the
mask
middle.
is good. Clean hit blue. Fencer's ready. Fence.
Looks like I've lost my co-commentator, Steve, so
Oh.
I'll just be here monologuing at you for a while.
Cut from gold to
Oh, no, he's
blue's
coming
leg
back.
is good. Clean hit gold. Last
Clean
pass.
hit gold
Fencer's
again.
ready. Fence.
Rowan's really dominating this matchup in a way that
Hold.
Kieran kind of isn't used to.
Advantage gold for the thrust. That's my guess.
I think that's
Cut around.
correct.
All right.
I think you can
thrust
see
from
what
gold to
Rowan's
blue is
doing
pass A, cut
differently.
arrives from blue to gold. Clean hit blue.
He's
Oh.
playing a little further out and forcing Kieran to reach for them and then countering on his advance.
They're one of the few people we've seen actually be able to manipulate the measure in their own favor against the taller fencer. I think that takes a lot of experience to know kind of how to move
Table
in
ready.
and out and when to
Judge
do
ready.
Oh,
Gold
yeah.
fencer ready. Blue fencer ready. Fence. Hole! Out of the arm.
Kind of a beat to the outside with the
Thrust from
dagger
gold
to
blue's
open up
arm lands. Clean hit
some
gold.
space and
Fencers
riposte
ready.
with the sword.
Fence.
That was a very
sorry,
big
hold up,
dagger
hold up. My
parry.
bad, my
If
bad, my
Gold
bad.
noticed just
Clean
how
hit
big
gold.
that was, they might be able to turn that to their advantage for the rest of the bout.
Apologies, fencers. Fencers ready. Fence.
That is one of the most important pieces of information to pick up about your opponent when fencing with the sword and dagger. How do they use the dagger? How big are those dagger parries? What do you want to use against them? So with only 3 passes, it can be hard to collect that information.
Gold fencer cuts the ground before any scoring actions are made. Technical foul. Gold.
Interesting. Cut to the ground, Gold Fencer.
Fencers
Unfortunate.
ready.
No
Fence.
other scoring actions, so we refight the pass.
Hole.
Looks like Gold
Thrust from
goes in, but doesn't
your
quite commit. I think if they'd really
Premature
gone for it,
hold.
they probably would have
Apologies,
reached. They had
fencers.
the tempo for it.
The
Fencers
judges
ready.
are calling
Fence.
nothing done.
Interesting. They must not have liked Blue's riposte. Big dagger actions from Gold right now.
Hole.
Really trying
Cut
to
from
get
blue
control
to
of their
gold's
sword.
leg lands. Clean hit blue.
Oof.
Last pass. Fencers ready. Fence. Hole. Thrust from gold to blue is parried. Thrust from blue to gold lands. Clean hit blue.
Last match for this round of pulls, and then cut to elims. Sounds like we'll be doing
Yep.
award ceremony for all of the previous events in between pools and elims for sword and dagger. That is one of the challenges for an event where people travel. Sometimes they don't want to hang out until 9 p.m. if they're not competing. Time for 2 talls to go at
Table
it
ready.
to finish us off here.
Judge ready. Gold fencer ready.
Both with
Blue
the
fencer
saber as
ready.
well.
Fence.
Very interesting. Is this the first saber mirror match we've seen?
I think it is.
Hole. Thrust from blue to gold arrives.
Got some
Clean
parry
hit,
reposts
blue.
going on, and right down the
Fencers
middle.
ready. Fence.
Blue able to utilize that reach to put the point in.
Hole.
Nice stop cut to the arm from
Cut from
Blue.
blue to gold's
Oh, yeah.
arm arrives.
Perfect
Clean
timing
hit
on
blue.
that.
Last pass. Fencers ready. Fence.
Blue looking pretty confident.
Hole. Cut yes. Thrust yes. Okay.
Unfortunately,
cut
missing
from,
the dagger parry
blue
here.
To gold, gold to blue lands. Thrust from blue to gold lands. Asymmetrical double in favor of blue. Priority blue.
That thrust versus cut priority
Thank you,
happening.
fencers.
Blue wrapping it up. All right, and I think that's it for our sword and dagger pools. We'll be shifting over to awards very soon.
we're setting up for a medal ceremony here. That's what the kind of commotion is and going on here.
Apologies, our announcer isn't mic'd up. We're going to rectify that shortly.
The winner, said competition volume, was Owen Holler.
That's Owen Holler.
Star Wars style. Second place, with a very admirable showing, was Mr.
That's correct, Kellner. Second place for armor. This is the armor event that's being awarded right now.
In third, Andrew Gleason.
Andrew Gleason.
And in third place in the armor event, Andrew Gleason.
Coming in fourth, Dustin Kirkpatrick.
Dustin Kirkpatrick, fourth place. It's nice to see some good Boston Armizare representation up here on this podium.
Our fifth place, Scott.
There's Scott, fifth place, also Boston Armizare. Oh, and from Sprezzatura, we see the icon on the top right.
And coming in sixth, which is the last medaled place.
Sprezzatura Fitness, one of the sponsors.
Who may not be here at the moment. Okay, and then
That is James
so our
Morgan,
first
his
place
last one.
prize, which the certificate will be given afterwards, actually comes from Sprezzatura Sports Wellness. Liz has started a performance service. Help you in these endeavors. And Owen, very American. Hey!
Here we go. Here's James Morgan, it looks like, coming to get his fifth place medal. Perfect. Glad we were able to get that to him before he left.
All right.
Everybody 2 steps to the right. Your right.
Perfect. Getting everyone.
Well done, everybody. Yeah! I realize I actually have to keep the items for IGX. Have them out.
Okay, the second event that we ran yesterday was our teams tournament. That was great. We went through 13 teams. And so these are the top 4 teams that made it. Fourth place team was Team Carmichael Translations. This was Chris Beauregard, Cody Morgan, and Wayne Barrett.
All of
Great.
our teams are named
I'll
after
give-
one of our sponsors. What these names are that are going to be
Or
called out.
you died. Congratulations.
They're 3-person teams, which look like
And
they're
I'll
going to
give
be
you
team
the
captains
other
up in the
two
medal ceremony. Either that
for your
or
teammate.
his other 2 teammates have left the
There you
event
go.
already. Yes, it looks like he's the last member of the team here.
All right, third place team, Castile Armory,
Oh,
with
it's Castile Armor. That's actually my
Declan
team.
Maloney,
Sorry, Zach.
Matthew Johnson, RJ Bacon. Also, you died. And you died. Yep. And you died. Congratulations. No, part of the strategy. All right. Second place team, Raid Shadow Legends. Catherine Ledbetter, Henry Tradwell, Isaiah Manis. Yes, you got real medal, second place. Congratulations, Raid Shadow Legend. There you go. And first place for teams, Prosciutto, the Best Boar, Kieran Garrity, James Schmidt, and Liz Scott.
Stay on the blue line. Stay on the
First place. Your team winners. All right. Oh, wait, actually, Prosciutto, your prize is the boar's tooth. The boar's tooth. Congratulations. I see. Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll do. Okay, next is B tier longsword. In 6th place, Catherine Ledbetter. Congrats. Wow, that's a gnarly group. In 5th place, Dustin Kirkpatrick. In 4th place, Colin Quee. Third place, Dan Adeletto.
Thank you.
In 2nd place, Drew McKeel. He's already left? Okay. Oh, there you go. You can stand in for. All right. And 1st place, B tier, Joe DiMartino. Nice job, Joe. Congrats.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. Thank you. All right, and for C tier longsword, in 6th place we have Nicholas Durant. Nice job, Nick. I don't have a medal for you, but you're here. Yeah. In 5th place, Gavin Griffin. Fourth place, Samuel Marsh. Third place, Cody Morgan. In second place, Chris Granados Kramer. And in first place, Kobe Gallman. Congratulations, guys. All right. Thanks very much. All right, that's your winners so far. We're about halfway through the Boar's Tooth. And Sword and Dagger Elims, if you made it, you're on the wall. If you didn't, hang out, support your friends, or go free fence. They were supposed to be, but they didn't show up for some reason. So, but we'll get them to you guys. Yeah, we don't have the prizes figured out and laid out right now.
Okay.
Like, if we'd been more prepared, we could have figured that shit out.
'Cause my understanding.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out.
Testing, 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 testing. All right, good. All right, we're just giving everyone a second. Okay. Table ready. Judge ready. Gold fencer ready. Blue fencer ready. Fence. Oh! Rasterize from gold. Carried. All right. Sorry, fencers, premature hold. Fencers ready.
So
Fence.
apologies. We'll have the camera back online in probably less than a minute. Right now we're in Sword and Dagger.
Hold.
And yeah, like I said, hopefully we'll have the camera back on
At the ground.
post haste.
Bullshit. So both fencers cut the ground, but gold fencers with expulsion, blues was not, so technical foul blue. Refight the pass. Fencers ready. Fence. Hold. Nothing in return from. Okay. Cut to the head from blue to gold. Nothing in return from gold. Clean hit blue. Fencers ready. Fence. Hold. Cut to the legs. Cut to the legs from blue to gold. Nothing in return from gold. Clean hit blue. Hit blue. Last pass. Fencers ready. Fence. Hold. Yep, not enough travel from. Okay. Thrust lands from gold to blue. Not enough travel on blue's hit to gold. Clean hit gold. That's match. All right.
And we're back.
second.
Camera's back online. Apologies
is
for the missed
driving
out,
me
but all the other
fucking
bouts of
nuts.
this pool will be on screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well. Yeah. You have to. Safety is.
This should be a very exciting bout. Two very good fencers here.
Thank you. We're all good. Table ready. Judge ready. Gold fencer ready. Blue fencer ready. Fence.
Now in Sword and Dagger, we've seen a surprising amount of cuts, in my opinion, but we'll see what we get in this bout right now. We're asking for a significant amount of chambering to be demonstrated before any cut.
Well, part of why there's so many cuts is because
Oh!
a lot of these fencers are using sabers.
That's true.
So everything was passe or parried until they came into four core, and then gold lands with a thrust with a dagger. Yes. Loses out of tempo. Clean hit gold. Fencers ready. Fence.
All
Hold.
right, here we are at Sword and Dagger Elims. Yeah, looks like
Yeah, I didn't see it.
no, looks like instant replay down.
Yeah. All right, premature hold, nothing
That being
done.
said, RJ is responsible for this
Fencer's
beautiful
ready.
video setup that we
Fence.
have today. Looking quite good.
Oh, they're familiar with RJ by now.
All right, we got some patient fencing going on right now from gold and blue.
Both fencers here are very patient.
Little flurry of blows there. Nothing of quality, though.
Hold. Cut to the head
So-
from gold to blue. Clean hit gold.
Something I think you'll appreciate, Mike.
Last
both fencers
pass. Fencers ready.
very much have their weapons joined.
Fence.
I do always love to see fencers joining their weapons. You know, one of the biggest problems is when you don't do that, you leave a huge opening between them.
Hold.
Very juicy, easy to get to.
Thrust from blue to gold
One
lands.
of the
Clean
most
hit
common
blue.
hits in any sword and companion system.
Absolutely. And that's why I think we saw a lot of sort of patience there. Because both fences were in very secure guards, they knew that they had to have a very good setup, a nice tempo to be able to actually go in securely.
Yeah, you
Table
can see none of
ready.
them was really
Judge
willing
ready.
to risk
Gold fencer
generating
ready.
tempo.
Blue fencer ready.
Because
Fence.
against a guard like that, it is risky.
Yeah, it is hard. This will be interesting. We've got gold fencer, very active type of fencer, tends to move around a lot.
Hold.
Blue, much more patient.
But highly explosive.
Yeah,
Cut to the legs.
I think that is a double tap there from Blue.
yeah. Inside cut, outside cut, so fast.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Judge is talking about it, maybe trying to figure
other
out if
cut happened
gold
after.
hit on the way in.
All right, so initial cut was insufficient travel distance. The other cut was good, but came after the hold. So we're going to reset the pass. Apologies, fencers.
Oh, interesting.
Fencers
Okay,
ready.
the first cut, no
Fence.
good. Second cut was good, but after the hold, no score.
Yeah, I mean, with Rapier and Dagger, we're asking for a really significant chambering action, as I said before, and that first one just wasn't it. You really got to sell it.
Yeah. It's important with the rapier because if you don't have pretty strict cutting requirements, it's very easy for the tournament to just kind of turn into a little flippity-floppity kind of
Exactly.
situation.
They're not lightsabers. You've really got to put something into it.
Yeah. Anyone who's done cutting before will
Thrust
know
from
that
blue to
it's
gold
not nearly
lands.
as
Clean
easy
hit
as it
blue.
seems.
Fencers ready. Fence.
Yeah, then again, anyone who's cut meat knows that all you have to do is align
Cut
the
from blue to
edge,
gold's
but-
hands
And
arrives.
so there
Clean
what we
hit
see
blue.
is that blue fencer brings
Last
his point
pass. Fencers
back
ready.
over 90 degrees. You can
Fence.
see the point back behind his head as right before he brings it down. That's the kind of chambering that we're looking to see. Nice and clear and pretty obvious for the judges, and gets called.
Yeah, those big windups for the cut, very judge-friendly actions, which is so important in a sword and dagger match. I think
Gold
this is going to
fencer
be
cuts
technical
the ground.
against gold
I
for
agree.
Fourth
hitting
scoring
the
action.
floor. The question is,
Technical
will they
foul
give
on
blue
gold
the
fencer.
hit?
Will refight the pass.
I think they're saying that it happened early
Fencers
enough
ready.
that they called hold and that
Fence.
blue's action was out of it.
I think that's the right call there.
I agree.
Oh!
Disappointing for blue. That's 2 points.
Cut from
they've
blue to
missed out
gold's
on, but
mask
you're
is
just
good.
taking
Clean
it
hit
back
blue.
on the lunge
Yeah.
with cut to the head.
And I love that aggressive find with the dagger and then come in with the cut.
Just absolutely ballistic, giving gold fencer no time at all to react.
That's one that relies on his speed, but he has it in abundance.
Yeah, he really does. He's also got the reach,
thought it
right?
was
It's a
Absolutely.
deadly combo.
You really can't allow him even that one tempo because from there you're on the back
Gotcha.
foot.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Yep. I'm going too fast.
Who's this in gold?
Table ready. Judge ready.
I've seen some good
fencer
bouts from
ready.
this person,
Blue
but
fencer
unfortunately,
ready.
I have not had the pleasure. yet.
Fence.
We don't have a list here with our fencers' names. Interestingly, we've got another saber versus rapier matchup. We've seen a couple of these today. Can be challenging, especially if you're not a taller fencer. Oh, looks like maybe a rest in the prep. Very nice.
I think it hits on the
Press from
bicep and slips
press.
off maybe.
Yeah, very nice from blue.
I think
Yeah.
the challenge with the saber is that to chamber the cut.
Thrust from
really
blue
makes it
arrives
easy
to
have your
gold's
weapons
arm.
to
Clean
strike
hit
it, and
blue.
That's where blue comes in.
Absolutely. The most success we've
Fencers
seen with
ready.
the saber fencers today are the
Fence.
ones who can bully the rapier around and kind of generate some safe temping to
Yeah.
move in that way.
Generally being point forward. Still.
Henry Treadwell here in gold. Ethan Heilman in blue. Another thrust down the pipe, but
Just
not quite
passé.
connecting.
I think gold would the
Oh!
arm there.
Oh, interesting.
Cut
Is
from
this
blue
a,
to gold's legs arrives. Clean hit blue.
Oh, blue to gold's legs. Gold's action out of
Fencers
tempo.
ready.
I think
Fence.
it's just above the knee. Blue getting a little close
Yeah.
there to an illegal target.
Risky to attack the lower thigh there.
Yeah. Gold really getting the weapons a little too far apart now. That's risky.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Luckily, I think you can do that a little bit more safely when your opponent's point isn't forward at
Oh!
you.
Thrust from
But it
blue to
is
gold's
still
mask
risky.
arrive. Clean hit
Oh,
blue.
right over the dagger there.
Yep.
As we saw there, one of the difficulties of the saber rapier matchup is that
Gold
with the
fencer,
rapier
you were
point
fencing twice in a
forward
row.
already,
Take a 30-second
it's so
break
much
in between.
faster to get it
Okay.
on target than with cutting with the saber.
I agree. I think one of the other things with the saber is that if you're going to start from a guard that is high,
Table
for a
ready.
cut, you've got to
Judge
initiate
ready.
that cut as you come
Gold
into
fencer
measure
ready.
and not hang
Blue
out. in
fencer
that cut,
ready.
'cause it's very dangerous, and we saw
Fence.
gold fencer be punished in that way.
Absolutely, extremely common mistake, even in a regular saber versus saber match.
True, absolutely.
Hold.
Ooh,
Cut
quick
from
little
gold to
cut
blue's
here from
leg
gold.
arrives. Clean hit
all
gold.
the way down to the shin too. That's
Yeah.
tough to defend.
Fencers ready.
I mean, really only with a
Fence.
void.
Yeah,
And when gold is so fast, it's hard to avoid that.
yeah, you got to train that leg slip. So common, especially in rapier and dagger.
And because we have strict travel requirements, it's easier to actually generate that travel
Hold.
going towards a target that's
Oh,
further away.
Interesting. This is cut from blue on the retreat, just barely catching gold's
I
arm.
think so.
We'll see if they think it's quality.
Yeah, and I think gold's thrust there was short.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't think it landed.
I think so. All right, so thrust from Gold Fencer arrives to Blue Fencer's body. The cut from Blue Fencer's out of tempo. Clean hit gold.
Oh, interesting. Okay, the judges feel
Fencer's
like
ready.
Like the thrust landed.
Fence.
Sometimes you have a better angle when you're out on the field as opposed to looking from the camera.
And it would have probably come in more to the right side.
Yeah.
The camera is a little bit skewed to the left.
Yeah. Head Judge Joe DiMartino here just took first place in B-tier longsword.
Cut from Gold arrives.
The nice recovery by Blue, almost
Cut
lost
from Gold to the body
balance.
arrives. Blue's cut is parried on the way in. Clean hit Gold.
I think they're saying that Blue's initial thrust is passé. As a reminder, this is the elimination round for the Sword and Dagger tournament. Once this is wrapped up, we will
Gold Fencer, you
proceed
taking
to
your
the
30
finals,
seconds.
which will take place in
Feel
this
good,
ring.
okay.
And at that point, fencers
Table
will
ready.
have challenge, and the judges will have access to the instant replay.
Judge ready.
But as of now, that is not the case.
Gold Fencer
only
ready.
We have access to
Blue
it.
Fencer ready.
And the elim round, you don't get immediately eliminated. You just have to make the cut and then continue to collect as much VP as possible.
So we're running pools all the way through, no brackets. This gives us a higher guaranteed number of bouts, which we quite like.
It also helps kind of give you the most robust data, a little less randomness.
True.
Anyone who's participated in a bracket knows that, so much of it can come down to who do you happen to have in your bracket.
And while it's fun to have upsets, I think that ultimately it's better for people's fencing to get that experience against many different opponents.
Oh, wow. This Gerada from Derek.
I don't know. I think Blue catches him.
Yeah, I don't think it's quite good enough.
No, I think Blue is going for the head there.
Gerada in time. Okay, both thrusts arrive. Open
Maybe
double.
signaling to Blue.
Yeah,
when the judges aren't
open
looking.
double. Yeah. Cheeky
Fencer's
little
ready.
nice hit.
Fence.
Explicitly against the rules here in Boston to
Yeah.
acknowledge any sort of hit against yourself. A pretty controversial rule when it comes to the HEMA community.
Hold.
Oh, I think does Blue get in?
Cut from
after?
Gold to
Yep.
Blue lands.
Ooh.
Nothing in return.
Oh,
maybe
looks like it's
not.
parried.
Cut from
I think
Gold
that's
to
cut
Blue
the
lands.
leg.
Nothing in return from Blue. Clean hit
Nothing in
Gold.
return from Blue.
It touches with the edge.
Fencer's
not with
ready.
The point. That's not
Fence.
good enough for a
Yeah.
cut. Certainly, can't be a thrust.
These two fencers fence each other all the time.
Hold. Thrust arrives from
Sometimes
Gold
that's
to
good,
Blue. Clean
sometimes
hit
it-
Gold.
It really makes things chaotic. But here you can see that thrust down the pipe when you
Yeah.
charge the cut. So dangerous.
I think Gold let his dagger get just a little bit behind and was not able to parry Blue's thrust.
Yeah.
Table ready.
All right, here we go. We got Saber
Judge ready.
versus Rapier.
Gold Fencer ready. Blue Fencer ready. Fence.
We'll see if Blue Fencer is able to adapt to fencing against the Rapier.
I observed Gold Fencer having a number of nice passes earlier. A very
Oh!
patient fencer.
Cut
but
from
somebody who
Blue
also
to Gold's
has,
arm arrives. Clean hit Blue.
Good
Oh.
aim and good timing.
Fencer's
That's a
ready.
cheeky little tap
Yeah.
to the
Fence.
hand, taking advantage of the fact that Gold's guard was a little too low there.
Yeah.
Hold.
Oh, nice little parry repost sequence here.
I think it's a double tap from Gold. I think the cut is good, and then I think the thrust
Yeah.
out of tempo, but still good. It won't affect the
Thrust
scoring
from
either
Gold
way.
to Blue is good. Clean hit Gold.
Yeah,
thrust is
yeah,
gonna
that sounds
count it.
right.
Fencer's ready. Fence.
That's one that Blue had to avoid.
Yeah. Interestingly, you can see two very different types
Hold.
of dagger here.
Thrust
the kind
arrives
of
from Gold to
Italian
Blue's
rapier
torso.
style
Clean hit
with
Gold.
The sail, but Blue has that ale house. It's kind of a basket.
Yeah. That
pretty-
offers a ton of protection, but in this rule set, one cannot cut with a dagger.
Yeah. It also kind of forces your hand to point the dagger point up,
Yeah.
making it harder to keep the point online.
And I think
Table ready.
There have been a couple
Judge
instances in
ready.
which thrusts have come
Gold
down
Fencer ready.
that have made it harder.
Blue Fencer ready.
On angles that have been
Fence.
hard for an alehouse dagger to parry.
Here you see.
Tapping from
Oh!
Blue.
Yeah, blue. We've
Thrust
seen
from
this
Gold
fencer,
arrives to
quite a
Blue
bit
Fencer's
today.
torso. Clean
They
hit
really like to
Gold.
harass their opponent's sword, move around quite a
Fencer's
bit.
ready.
Gold fence has quite a nice disengage, so that will be dangerous for blue fencer.
Oh, yeah. We've seen some very dangerous attack by disengage so
Oh!
far. Oh.
Thrust arrives from blue to gold
This
fencer's
thrust down the
torso.
middle,
Clean hit,
almost
blue.
parried by gold, but not quite.
Yeah.
Fencer's ready. Fence.
I think gold is getting a little complacent there. If gold wants to land a disengagement, it's got to go when he's got the first couple.
Yeah. Gonna need a little bit more explosive action. Oh, just barely not cutting the floor there from gold.
Oh!
Oh, there we go. Right down the middle.
Yep.
Gold certainly.
And blue's thrust looks passe, I
Gold
think, as a
certainly.
result of being hit by gold.
Yeah. Also, I think gold gets just enough dagger on
Okay, open double.
it to get it out of the
All
way.
right, both thrusts land. Open double.
Open double.
Open
Okay.
double.
Looks like they felt like blue's thrust was good enough.
Table ready. Judge ready. Gold
Okay,
fencer
here we
ready.
go.
Blue fencer ready.
This is going to be a
Fence.
tough matchup for gold.
Now we'll see if blue gets caught in the trap of cutting against gold fencer's cuts.
That is one of the advantages of saber
Oh!
versus rapier, is baiting them into cutting with
Open
you.
double. Both cuts land to the leg in tempo. Open
Looks like
double.
that is kind of what we get, but
Yeah.
both to the leg.
Fencer's ready. Fence.
Cut to the leg pretty open. Doesn't really protect you in any way.
Hold.
Ooh.
Thrust from blue to gold fencer's chest
Right down
lands.
the middle.
Clean
Exactly
hit
what you
blue.
would expect from Derek.
Last pass.
That's what
Fencer's
we want.
ready.
What
Fence.
blue needed to do was keep threatening the distance, avoid getting caught in range
Yeah.
of the saber to try and prevent a double.
Needs to remind gold that reach advantage is there. That's
Apologies for the early instant replay.
Oh, right into the sail, though.
Yeah.
Hold.
Oh, there you go. Crooked
Cut
cut.
from blue
looking like
to
it's
gold's
going,
mask
outside
lands.
the dagger,
Clean
but
hit
actually
blue.
coming inside
That's
the dagger.
match.
Very interesting. So they're still cutting back and forth, but blue fencer is still able to win the cutting bout there.
That's, one of the advantages you have when you're tall and fast.
Exactly.
Table ready. Judge ready. Gold fencer ready. Blue fencer ready.
What do you think this X
Fence.
on Blue Fencer's jacket is for? Is it style or is it patching a hole?
I think it's style.
Definitely could be both.
It could be.
Hold.
Oh,
Ooh, late there.
Cut from
Yeah,
gold to
blue's is
blue's body
definitely late.
lands. Blue's cut is out of tempo. Clean hit gold.
yeah.
I hope it's not covering up a hole because that would
Fencer's
probably
ready.
pass gear check.
Yeah, that's a
Fence.
pretty dangerous spot to have a hole in your jacket.
Yeah.
Hold.
Oh, interesting.
Sorry.
Nice thrust here. Almost parried by gold, but not quite.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like maybe the
Passe?
judges
Nope.
are going to talk about it.
Reminder defenders, please let the judges discuss first. Thrust from blue to gold was passe. Nothing done.
Interesting.
Fence. Fencer's
I think
ready.
they're saying That they
Fence.
that gold fencer was able to get enough to deflect.
Yeah.
So
That
if
is
it-
what
if-
we were looking at.
So if it did make contact, it would not have come in at a normal angle.
Some big flourishes by blue, but gold unable to take advantage of it.
Gold is very patient.
Hold.
Oh,
Being
interesting.
more aggressive
Feint the
there.
leg, feint high,
Thrust from
and
gold
then
to
go
blue,
down the
lands
middle. Unfortunately, running on
Thrust from gold to blue lands. Nothing in return from blue.
Well, I think
Clean
he's
hit
able to parry with
gold.
the dagger.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Last pass.
The double
Fencer's
feint.
ready.
Pretty hard to pull off.
Fence.
Especially in rapier and dagger.
Yeah.
Hold.
Oh, very nice
Cut
parry
from gold to
repost
blue's
here.
arm is good. Nothing in return from blue. Nothing in
I think
return from
blue
blue.
has
Clean
seen
hit
the
gold.
opening between gold's weapons, but doesn't quite have the tempo or the speed to get to
Yeah.
it.
Blue's got a lot of quickness, and it's hard to exploit.
All right, looks like that's the end of our pool.
So that'll be the end of the pool. So they're going to tabulate the results of the pool, and from there, we'll go into elims, and that will probably take 5 or 10 minutes or so.
While we're waiting, we've got a exclusive interview with
Highly exclusive.
first place winner of the B tier longsword, Joe DiMartino. Joe, how does it feel? This is your first place medal, is it not?
Yeah, and not only is it my first place medal, it's my first hey everybody. It's my first individual medal in any sport. Many team medals, none individual. So I just wanna say we left it all on the field out there. Really, really, all right, Matt is pointing to the. I'm talking louder, Matt. Fine, okay. No, I just want to thank my coaches and all the members of Boston Armizare. My girlfriend Shimo, she's great out there. Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, you really had an excellent performance out there. Really dominated the ring.
I was certainly very impressed. I hadn't seen Joe fence in, I think, just over a year, and there's been a very significant improvement.
Well, I appreciate that from both of you. I wouldn't say that I dominated the ring exactly, but that's a sweet thing to do.
Okay, that's it for our interview with Joe. He's got to get back to judging Sword and Dagger. Joe, like all champions, wearing his medal around during the day, it is part of the tradition that once you get it, you wear it pretty much the rest of the time. It's part of the fun of having the medal.
Absolutely. I mean, I recall 2 years ago, was it? No. Oh, yeah, that was something.
Oh, yeah, that's another
We
part
had
of the tradition.
Golden crowns.
Oh, yeah, 2 years ago, beautiful golden crowns. An absolute huge hit. Everybody loved those.
Very expensive, unfortunately.
That's, first place prize, though. It's really great.
And so,
absolutely
everybody wore
iconic,
them.
if I do say so myself.
Completely iconic.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, apparently the president of Boston Armizare spent way too much money that year on the prizes. Got scolded by the CFO relentlessly to this day, actually, for how expensive those prizes were.
But they were much loved.
They were. Everybody loved them. So, sometimes that's the sacrifice you have to be willing to make.
Looks like we're going to be coming back soon.
All right, looks like we're bringing in a new judge, Steve Massaroni. Oh, maybe. Maybe not. He sure looked like he was taking the stage.
If it got checked in.
Steve Massaroni, multiple medals in rapier-style events. One of the head coaches at Boston Armizare.
And I believe now officially, what is it, technician level?
Yes, technician level 1 within the Sonoma fencing program. Boston Armizare sent 2 of its coaches, Steve Massaroni and Rosanna Hopper, into that program. They've been doing an incredible job. Have really brought back some very interesting ideas on how to coach, how to learn, how to think about fencing. The Sonoma program, a lot of work, but has really been beneficial to the Boston Armizare program as a whole.
I mean, that's one of the things that I very much appreciated, having trained in multiple different regions, different states, different clubs. Coming back to Boston Armizare every time from post-grad, undergrad, whatever, is that we've always added not only a new technique, like, we have a new interpretation for this one, thing. We've also added something new in our pedagogical repertoire, and we've made our learning a little bit more efficient every 6 months or so when I come back. And there's some new way of doing something that lets me pick something up quicker than I could have before.
Oh, interesting. Okay, Elim's tiebreaker. Winner goes to finals. This is a big deal here. Very rarely happens in a pool, but now you get your one direct elimination bracket.
Successful pass.
I believe, was this sudden death?
Ready.
This is sudden death.
Sudden death. Okay, not even a whole series of 3 exchanges. We'll see what can happen here. Anything can happen in a direct elimination, especially one hit kill situation.
And what happens if they double?
That is a good question. Maybe we tell the judges to come look at the footage.
Hold.
Interesting.
This thrust.
What do you think? This looks like cut to the leg, maybe.
Cut to the leg
arm.
from gold.
Yep.
Match gold.
Match gold. There you go.
There you go.
That's it. Disappointment for blue. It's always so tough to get to that point and just not quite get past.
I know. I mean, that was the difference between, I think, a medal and not.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it most certainly was. We medal out to top 6 here at Boar's Tooth. Incredible job judging from Steve Massaroni over here. Yeah. You should have got. We were just saying actually that you should come to the tape to review it, but it was nice work.
Even even without the tape, you still called it right.
Yeah, it was a good call. I agree. I think that Blue's thrust to the arm was a little passé.
Yeah.
Here, Blue coming over asking for a review.
It's
based on the footage, Blue Fencer, the thrust of the arm looked a little passé to us.
yeah.
We think the call in the field was the right one.
Great effort though.
Yeah, looking really good.
Now that I'm no longer judging, I can compliment your fencing.
Yeah,
It's very clean.
disappointing, but you secured 7th place out of, what, 15 to 20 people? That's
I
a
thought more than
solid
20. I thought it
standing.
was like 29.
Oh, maybe it was 30 something. Oh yeah, here we go. RJ,
doing
over here
some-
trying to fix the camera
doing
so you
some-
can see what we're watching.
Fiddling.
All right, here we go. Footage review time. Here you go.
Now we'll see if this. It's at the end there.
Yeah, here we go. In theory, this should get going. So we're vying for distance. Yeah, you can see the thrust just skids off the arm. The cut to the leg, very judge friendly. First thrust parried. Second thrust coming in, parried by the dagger.
Parried by the dagger.
Maybe a little bit into the arm, but very clearly parried.
Yeah, I mean that's I think that's pretty clearly parried. And what happens there is that it was parried, and I think it's potentially possible that the tip may have brushed, but I don't think that would be counted as a quality. That could be counted as a quality thrust.
I agree. Anyways, excellent
Sorry,
work out there,
Ethan.
Ethan. No, so it's always nice to be able to come back and say to yourself, like, hey, can I see that pass? And then here we are. All thanks to RJ, who has put in a lot of effort to make this electronic setup to really deliver for us.
Now, certainly we're going to be doing a lot of footage review at Boston Armizare. That's something we've been doing for years. So we'll be poring over the tape and seeing what we can learn. Data for improving the tournament, but also for our own fencers for advice.
Yeah.
And that's something we might be going back to, that specific play.
Honestly, it's one of the best ways that we've found to improve our fencing is there's nothing like footage to tell you you're making the same mistake over and over again.
Webcam getting a little blurry there. Well, I think we're about to get...
About time to swap over.
Yeah, the pool's going to start soon.
Got our top 6 for Sword and Dagger.
And there you can see the challenge flags. So as a reminder, in the finals, fencers have access to a single challenge flag. Once they throw it, it's gone, regardless of whether they're right or wrong. The coaches will be the ones throwing the flags. The judges may also make use of the instant replay on their own if they so choose to do.
The challenge flag system is brand new to Boar's Tooth this year. The idea of an instant replay has been used a few times at events such as Iron Gate Exhibition. But the challenge
a long time ago, right?
A long time ago, that's right.
Before my time, certainly.
Yeah, back in my day, when I had my beginners tournament, we were actually all allowed one challenge.
Now was that junior or senior?
Oh, it was actually just after. It was when Washington was deciding
Okay.
if he wanted a third or fourth term.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was barely even called HEMA back then.
I mean, people were still dueling then.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. I've
Of
got the
course in
scars to
America-
show for it.
True. Well, of course, in America, the fashion always with the pistols before the swords.
Yeah. You got to embrace, all sorts of weapons. Luckily, I've survived this long. Ironically, actually, in my beginners tournament, I got third place because my team failed to throw the challenge flag because they were so worried that I'd been concussed.
And were you?
That remains to be seen.
That side.
But, we've decided that this was a type of technology we wanted to bring back, and I think it's been very successful throughout the weekend so
Can
far.
I get you guys like?
I think the fences are enjoying its
backfield?
usage. Certainly, I think it's improved the accuracy, not by a massive amount, but it's been helpful in the most edge cases.
Yeah, I think the challenge flag has been very interesting because about half the time we've seen it overturn the call on the field, and about half the time, the call stands.
I think actually, anecdotally, I've seen the
Okay,
call
we're ready.
stand more often than not.
Judge ready.
Yeah, interestingly, only
Blue
a few
fence are
times
ready.
did it actually really
Gold
change
fence
the
are ready.
outcome. Oftentimes it went from a
Fence.
clean hit to being a double hit.
Yeah.
But that's not actually that advantageous within
Oh!
our rule set here.
Thrust arrives from gold to blue. Clean hit gold.
Certainly, strategically,
Fencer's
one
ready.
has to make sure that
Fence.
they're confident that what they'll get is a clean hit and not a double, because that's sort of wasting the potential for the points.
Hold.
Very back and forth action there. I think I may have hit the replay a little early. Got tangled up.
Blue's
That can
cut is
happen
parried.
very-
Gold's dagger arrives to the body. Clean hit gold.
All right, thrust from
Fencer's
the
ready.
dagger.
That's
Fence.
that's only the second thrust with the dagger I've seen today.
Yeah, very little dagger action. Kind of surprising, actually. But I think that's a...
Hold.
Oh, there we go. Cut to the leg, and maybe gold cuts the ground.
I think so. Yep.
Cut through to the ground. Yep.
Yeah, sounds like that's going to be...
Cut arrives from blue to gold. Clean
Ooh,
hit
points.
blue. In addition, technical
swing.
to gold for hitting the
And
ground
we
through
want
a
to
cut.
preserve these very nice floors, so we're allowed to come back here next
Yeah.
year.
Shady
match.
Hill School doing an excellent job with their facility, letting us rent. That is an unfortunate turn of events for
Yeah.
Gold Fencer there. That's 2 points against you
Yeah.
if you get hit clean and cut the floor.
People ready. Judge ready. Blue fence are ready. Gold fence are ready.
Now this promises to be a very
Fence.
exciting bout.
Absolutely. Two
Tall and fast. versus
tall
tall
and
fast.
fast. Two fencers known for their speed,
Oh!
explosive nature.
Cut
Both
arrives.
trying to get
Anything
cheeky
from
leg
blue?
cuts. Looks like gold maybe cuts the ground.
I think gold hits the ground passe and blue lands.
Okay. And then. Okay. All right. Cut arrives from gold to blue. However, it goes through the strong to the leg. Therefore, it's a spent action. So nothing done. Yeah, you actually have to throw it.
And we have a challenge. We'll be
Our
right back.
First challenge flag being thrown here. Thrown by which team? Yeah.
Let's keep. All right, just run back at full.
think gold cuts, but blue. So it's, right.
Very interesting exchange here. This is a perfect example of why going to the instant replay can really be helpful to the judges when you have so much going on.
So
Upon review, gold's cut misses and then hits the ground. Therefore, it is a technical. Blue's cut hits gold's leg with insufficient travel. So nothing done on the pass. Technical, gold.
Technical foul for cutting the floor.
so I think that's
Spencer's ready.
maybe a 1-point
Fence.
swing.
Pretty disappointing there. Well,
Hold.
oh, beautiful arrest here from Gold. Absolutely
Right.
incredible.
Does blue not get in? Am I crazy?
Blue's
just-
thrust arrives. Clean
Blue's
point.
thrust lands
Clean hit
first.
blue.
All right, the rest is
Spencer's
late.
ready.
Yeah.
Fence.
Unfortunately, Gold already spent their challenge.
Yeah. No, I think now. So I'm very confident that blue's thrust does get in.
Yeah.
The question is the tempo.
Right.
But even if gold had the challenge, what they
Oh.
would get would be a double.
Sorry, it was a
And
premature
I also
hold
think that's
before
not worth using
the
a
actual
challenge
scoring
flag,
action.
especially for the first.
That's on me.
For the first bout of
so we
final.
Yeah,
refight
this
pass.
early on, interesting strategy to
Fence
use
is
it on,
ready.
like the first or second
Fence.
exchange.
Yeah.
But that being said, I think this is probably Gold's toughest matchup in the whole pool.
True.
So probably
Hold.
worth using it here. Again, going for the cheeky double leg cut.
Blue, I think, is not getting enough travel. We'll see. That was close, certainly.
Yeah,
I think that was
interesting. Kieran looks a little less confident than he normally does in other fences.
All right.
Maybe
Cut
some of
arrives from
Derek's,
gold to
uh,
blue.
champion
Blue also
reputation
has a
getting
cut
to him
out
a
of
little bit.
tempo. Clean
He has
hit.
won many medals in Sword and Dagger.
Gold. Okay. One more
This
pass.
will be the final pass.
This is ready. Fence.
Question is, will we see another double cheeky leg hit, or are we going to go for something else?
Hold.
Interesting.
Interesting. What? Oh, so what do you think happened there? Do you think Gold's attack landed and Blue is late, or does Gold
Cut arrives.
miss
That's good.
and Blue hits with the arrest?
Cut arrives from gold to blue. Blue's thrust arrives out of tempo.
There we go.
Clean hit. Gold.
Queen hook Gold.
I think they're gonna challenge.
It looks like they're talking about it.
Yes.
They're discussing.
The cut hits, then the thrust starts its forward motion.
Looks like the
Asking
blue.
for a clarification of the
Blue.
ruling.
That-
Thinking.
That is allowed.
Sure.
You are allowed to ask for clarification. They're discussing whether they're going to. And Derek might also know that this might be the toughest match.
And this I think this decides it. I think this is worth a challenge
I think so too.
because I'm not sure about Gold's blow, and that could be a big swing of points.
Yeah, that's a huge amount. Big difference in points. Looks like they're discussing
Okay.
it. Looks like
That's,
they're accepting
that's
the
match.
call.
interesting.
Right.
I think I would have thrown it.
Yeah, it's hard to say, right? It's tough when it's your first match. You have the whole rest of the pool to go.
Yeah.
Here we have Ian Davis and
Table ready.
Nicholas Reynolds.
Judge
Also,
ready.
this will be an interesting bout.
Blue fins are ready.
Ian is
Gold
one
fins
thing he
are
has to
ready.
watch is
Fence.
rotating too far. He's done it a couple times earlier.
Ian is a
Hold.
very mobile fencer. He likes these big actions, which can be unsettling. Nicholas, though, his favorite thing to do is hit you in a tempo where you're moving. So
Yeah,
I think it's
Okay.
going to be a tough matchup.
certainly. I mean,
Okay.
Nick is no easy matchup for anybody, but
Oh, they
Blue's thrust arrives.
new
Every action
information.
after
They
out
also
of tempo.
already fought
Clean
in
hit.
pools
Blue.
earlier.
Fencer's ready. Fence.
Unfortunately, our source doesn't have the information of how it went, much less.
Oh!
Oh, there we go. Exactly.
Thrust
what we
arrives
were
from blue to
talking about.
gold. Clean hit.
Big
Blue.
tempo, but doing it in
Fencer's
distance.
ready.
yeah, I
Getting
think
spiked between the weapons.
Gold is moving the dagger just slightly, and Gold's able to come in over the top at the end of that motion.
You can see Gold's already corrected, realizing that you can't give those tempi and being a lot more
Thrust
static.
arrives. cut is up.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
the reach
Thrust
advantage
arrives from blue to
is so
gold.
difficult
Cut
to
from
overcome.
gold to blue is out of
think
tempo.
that is
Clean
about
hit.
where
Blue.
I'm taking the rapier 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, that extra reach goes so far.
And there he's able to exploit an inherent advantage angulation that is necessary.
ready.
The angulation inherent in holding a saber.
Judge ready.
Yeah.
And that there is that angle is just slightly open, and
Ready.
blue fence is able to just
Blue
come in
fencer ready.
with that reach,
fence
with
are
that
ready.
speed,
Fence.
at an angle that is just not parryable.
It is so much harder to keep the saber point on line than it is with the rapier. Without being able to finger cross guard, you really have to bend your wrist in a slightly awkward way.
Going for the leg. Gold with a nice void.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful parry from blue there
Oh!
against Gold's running attack.
Interesting.
Wow.
I'm
No,
not
I
sure
think
that
it looked
I'm
like
not sure that
Blue's-
blues gets in there.
I think blue gets parried, and unfortunately parried so hard that his dagger, sword and dagger both parried at the same time, and then cut to the low
That's what-
line. We'll see what the judges think. They'll come back for
Okay.
instant replay. Yes, that's what
We're going
getting.
under review.
Going into review.
Footage
We'll be
review
right back.
time.
Okay.
All right, so judges have come to confirm. Definitely looks like blue's thrust parried. Riposte from gold
All
to the leg is
Upon
good.
review, initial thrust from blue to gold is parried, but a renewal attack to the leg is good. Clean hit, blue.
I'm sorry.
The colors are
that-
was that?
backwards.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that must be backward. That's just taking the call.
Was it?
It's definitely cut to the leg.
Hold, sorry.
Other way around.
I got the colors backwards. Okay, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry. Okay.
That's fine. That happens sometimes,
on me.
especially when you've been judging all day. It can be
True.
hard to keep everything.
Blue's initial thrust is parry. Repost by
Well,
gold
I
to
don't
the
think that's
leg
gonna
is
be
good.
colorblind, but that
Clean
can be a
hit,
problem for some
gold.
people.
Yeah.
One of the
Okay.
best directors I know is, in fact, colorblind.
Fencer's ready.
Oh, interesting.
Fence.
Yeah.
I guess if you know your rights and your lefts, then,
Exactly.
you don't really need the colors. Patient here. In a lot of leg cuts.
Gold does seem to be putting a bit of weight on the front leg, but still shown an ability to void.
Lowen's very much
Oh!
see it. Interesting.
Thrust
Yeah.
arrives from
cut
blue to gold.
here
Clean
to the
hit,
leg,
blue.
putting him off, and then taking
Yep.
that opportunity to go in with the thrust.
Ready.
The blue knows that,
Fence.
that gold can void, throws it just far enough away that he's safe. Comes in after the cut. Right.
Very good data from blue.
Under the deck.
You can see that blue.
Oh!
Oh, wow! With the offensive Gerada just barely allowing you to
Okay.
dodge the
Wow.
attack.
Thrust
from
arrives from
gold.
blue to gold. Clean hit, blue.
Absolutely fantastic void from blue.
Very
That-
impressive. I
the
mean, a
wa-
matter of inches, maybe even less.
Truly one of Derek's signature moves when it comes to the rapier and the rapier and dagger. He loves that offensive Gerada.
Absolutely. And when it works beautifully.
It really does. We've seen a few times today when it is successful and a few when it didn't quite land.
Yeah.
Right.
It's certainly
Table
risky.
ready.
Yeah.
Judge ready.
But
This'll
high
be-
risk,
Blue
high
fence are
reward.
ready.
Yeah.
Gold
And
fence
sometimes
ready.
you got to pull out those
Fence.
risks here in the finals.
I mean, style points do matter.
Hold.
Ooh.
Parry.
Parry
Parry.
repost. Very
Oh.
smooth getting the parry, the repost, and the void all together.
Clean attack, thrust. Clean, it was a thrust, yeah, sorry. Clean thrust from blue to gold. What? Clean attack gold, sorry. Yeah, there we
Clean
go,
hit
that's the
gold.
word.
That's definitely the correct call.
It was
Yeah,
a
it
clean
was-
hit, sorry, clean hit blue. Sorry,
Clean hit
that's on me,
blue.
that's on me.
Interesting.
Fence is ready. Fence.
That's not what I would have guessed. They felt like blue's initial attack.
Oh!
landed. There we go. That's like almost the same.
Initial attack is
exchange.
parried. Repost from gold is
Thrust
good.
from blue.
Clean hit,
Parry by
gold.
gold. Cut to the arm from gold.
Ready. Fence.
This is Chris Beauregard in blue. His kind of signature style is
Hold.
this kind of
Thrust arrives from
floaty,
blue to gold. Clean hit.
moving
blue.
around a lot, trying to find a tempo.
I think gold there, trying a little bit too much for the cut. Sword is out of presence. The dagger is low and horizontal, and blue is just able to come in over the top quick
Yeah.
enough that gold's not able to parry that.
Yeah,
I think had gold's dagger been pointed forward, it might have been an easier time parrying.
that is one of the challenges of sword and dagger is remembering you. Sounds silly, but it is truly very difficult. Trained a lot with the dagger to not forget that it's just floating somewhere in space.
And certainly, I think rapier and dagger is one of the most difficult weapons combinations in HEMA. The last time I fenced rapier and dagger, I had a forearm cramp and didn't do very well. I was unable to lift the sword. I had to hold my sword up with the dagger.
Oh, that's brutal.
Do it.
The rapier and dagger is
That's
I
ready.
went like 2 and 3, so
Blue fence are
I mean,
ready.
that's still quite good.
Gold fence are ready.
Rapier and dagger,
Fence.
I agree. So difficult and also completely exhausting. So much moving around, so much brain power committed to seeing all the different openings.
and one of the most exhausting opponents you can face here in gold is Nick Reynolds.
Yeah, he's
Is-
so long.
Exactly. He's what, 6'5"?
So,
6'4"?
yeah, somewhere between 6'4" and 9 feet tall.
Hold.
He really
Thrust
can just
arrives
reach
from
out
gold
and
to
touch
blue.
you that way.
Clean hit. Blue.
You
Clean
can
hit.
see-
Gold.
You can see that Gold Fencer could see that opening.
Fencer's
was
ready.
Reaching for it, and
Fence.
finally on the third time.
Yeah. Blue has to put a lot of effort in staying out of gold's measure
Hold.
and then getting
Thrust
into-
arrives from gold to
into,
blue. Clean
blue's
hit.
own
Gold.
measure. And there is not able
Fence
to
is
get
ready.
close enough in time.
Fence.
Yeah. Blue keeping their weapons disjoined to create so many additional
Hold.
openings.
Thrust arrives from gold to blue.
Here we
Clean
go.
hit.
Once again,
Gold.
just right outside the sword. That's one of the problems when you hold your sword angled. It leaves your outside line of the sword so open.
And I think, especially as this event winds down, right, as we get into the eland.
People ready. Judge ready.
These
Blue fence
fencers
are ready.
have gone through 3 pools
fence are ready.
already, so they're pretty tired.
Fence.
And fencing against somebody with such a height advantage as Nick can be very, very difficult for somebody who's tired, certainly.
2 more club mates here fencing each other, but very different styles, despite training at the same location. So it does seem like Ian Davis in blue has reduced the amount of motion that he's giving back and forth, like he was at the start of the pool. Oh, this is a unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Trying to get the feint and then cut outside. Derek not buying the
Okay,
feint
yeah.
and just hitting him with
Video
the
review.
arrest.
We're going into the review. We'll be right back.
I don't think it is because it's already past everything. It's okay. So clean,
Strong, but
clean,
wrist on the
clean
strong
blue.
and not sword on the strong.
Very interesting.
Still triggering the rule of if you hit after engaging the opponent's strong,
Yeah.
it doesn't score.
And certainly,
Yeah, excellent judging from Sean Yu over here.
Oh,
and
you're
certainly
sorry.
I would
yeah,
imagine that, were these sharp
What is
swords,
going?
I
What is
think-
going on with my brain?
I don't think
Okay,
Blue is able
yeah.
to land that.
That's true. Yeah, that just
Okay,
run you right
after
through.
review,
Being
thrust
hit,
arrives from gold to blue. Blue's counterattack to the leg goes through the strong first, therefore is expended. Clean hit, gold.
being hit with the arrest like that.
Blue fencer
it
behind
really
the
can
line.
catch you back.
Fencer's ready.
Absolutely.
Fence.
It's so hard to get to create a tempo from Gold Fencer.
It really is. He's so patient and so explosive. in particular, he likes to go when you are
Oh!
drawing a tempo from him.
Cut arrives
go.
from blue to gold. Clean
This
hit,
very
blue.
nice, faint, strong its own,
Spencer's
cut to
ready.
the head,
Spence.
catching gold by surprise.
I think he caught gold to the point high and just went in.
We've seen this before from gold. One of the best ways.
Oh!
You can pressure him backwards
Thrust arrives from gold
Yeah.
to blue. Clean hit,
when
gold.
he's running away. Unfortunately, there just a poke between the weapons.
Yep. I think against Derek, it's crucial to not let him cook. If you sit there in his measure, for just a tempi or two and just wait, he will find an opening and will explosively touch.
Absolutely. You really
Table
know
ready.
you're in danger when he fully stops moving.
He
That's
just coils up like,
yeah.
like a rattlesnake.
He's just coming after you.
Judge
like
ready.
that.
Absolutely.
Blue
Now
fins
we
are
have,
ready.
Nick and blue.
Gold fins are
Chris
ready.
Beauregard in
Fins.
gold. This will be another interesting matchup. Chris is kind of
He likes to move the weapons a lot.
yeah,
and that
flo-
could be to his detriment.
yeah, flowy style. It'll be interesting against
Oh!
Nick if he can get past the point, kind of like what we see here.
I think that's blue with a dagger.
I think
Okay.
it's blue with the
Review.
but
Going to review.
But
We'll be
remember,
right back.
with the sword and dagger, there is sword always beats dagger
Okay.
priority.
All right, going to full screen.
So dagger is 0.4. I think that's edge on.
I'm happy with for it to have that much that far in.
Looks like it's hit with the dagger, a rest against Beauregard's running in, and then cut with the strong from gold. Footage review decision. We'll see if
Yeah, no, I'm not sure if the judges believe it was flat. I believed it was flat.
yeah.
It was hard to tell, certainly. The camera, it was not clear. Bullhorns was
Lot of
moving
actions.
fast enough
Okay.
that it made it just
Okay.
blurry enough where
That's
one
true.
couldn't
If
see the
only had
Keons.
RJ had gotten us a few more
Right.
P's on our the
Upon
the
review,
digital nature of our camera.
gold comes in. Initial attack is parried. Blue's attack arrives with the dagger. Gold's renewal hits with strong, which is a disallowed action. A clean hit blue and a technical for gold.
Oof, that's tough for Chris Beauregard here. That's a
Yeah.
big point swing.
Spencer's ready. Spence. Hold.
Oof.
Thrust arrives
Nice
from blue to
initial
gold.
parry
Clean
from
hit
Chris,
blue.
But that renewal down the
Spencer's
pipe
ready.
so
Yeah.
fast,
Spence.
so hard to
He's-
deal
he-
with.
The movement is
Oh.
dangerous.
Oh,
Oh.
Chris catch Nick by surprise here. Coming in fast.
Yeah, I think what happens is his dagger's way out the tempo.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a clean hit. Oh,
Okay. Review.
Blue brings the
All right, we're
point in
going
a
back
little
to the
bit
instant
late.
review.
Okay. I mean, it was on you. And then hold. Not even change. Yep. Yep. All right.
Judges really getting
On
a lot of
review,
value out of the instant
uh,
replay.
Gold
Absolutely.
Fencer's thrust lands. Clean hit, gold.
I would say don't. All right, here we go. We have Kieran in blue.
All right, table ready. Judge ready. Blue fencer ready. Gold fencer ready. Fence!
Gold fencer keeping their hilt pretty low, creating an angle. A dangerous
Oh!
choice with the gets the parry both from the and the renew.
I agree. I think the only clean action is Blue's last cut.
I think so too. It looks like Gold not able to score in action. Lucas Olson in Gold here. Two
review.
parries in a row,
All right,
maybe
we're
even
going to the
three.
review.
All right. Judges confident in the result on this one. Sometimes the instant replay you need frame by frame. Other times it just
Upon
tells
review,
you exactly what you need.
Gold's hit lands clean. Blue's hit is out of tempo. Clean hit, gold. Yes.
I think that's the camera maybe
Fencer's ready.
skewed to the right.
Fence!
Kieran doesn't seem confident. If only he still had that challenge.
Yeah. That being said, they had already gone to the review. We don't have a rule per se about challenging the challenge. but
True. There'd really be no point in that.
Right, exactly. They've already looked at the replay. I think that is one of the advantages of just being able to use it whenever. It does limit the use. Nicer to know you don't.
Premature hold, nothing done. Fencer's ready. Fence!
Kieran keeping his sword back and free, really looking for the cut.
Cut arrives from gold to blue. Blue's action is out of tempo.
I
Clean
think,
hit, gold.
Kieran using his length and trying
Fencer's
to
ready.
get him with a thrust. Now Gold has a very
Fence.
strong card here.
Yeah,
But
it's an interesting choice for Kieran to give up the thrusting game.
Hold!
There we go. Parry reposed from blue. Very
Initial attack is parried.
also interesting thing.
The
to
riposte
note,
arrives. Clean hit,
Kieran had been
blue.
fencing with Pecoraro style saber all day. Now has swapped to the rapier.
I think that's what everybody was waiting on.
true.
That's all good.
Now that the stakes are real, we've decided to unhandicap ourselves.
Exactly.
Ready.
That might
Judge
leave
ready.
Ian Davis
Blue fencer ready.
in blue here
Gold
as the
fencer
only
ready.
one using a saber.
Fence!
Finals. Interesting matchup here. Both of them like to move a lot in their comfort zone.
Cut arrives from blue to gold. Clean hit, blue.
We've seen this before
Fencer's
from
ready.
Ian. This
Yep.
initial
Fence.
attack, Strama zone, cut to the head. Weapons very smooth.
Thrust
Wow,
arrives
running-
from gold to blue. Clean hit, gold. Fencer's
Well,
ready.
certainly it can
Blue
be very
behind the line.
effective, but
Fencer's
you've
ready.
really got to make sure
Fence.
you're doing it from a good distance.
Exactly. Yeah, you try that too close, you're really gonna get hit in that tempo.
Hold!
Interesting here.
Gold's thrust.
Attack from gold hits.
Does it hit? Not sure.
Bullshit.
It looks like it hits, but then it's parried into the ground.
Gold's thrust arrives. And then hits the ground. That's a expulsion from blue fencer. So no technical. Clean hit, gold.
Note that the only way your sword hitting the ground isn't a technical foul is if your opponent expels the sword into the ground yourself. The ruling being that they've taken control of your sword away from you.
Table ready.
And
Here-
of course, if it
Judge ready.
seems like the expulsion
Blue fencer ready.
is of too high an
Gold
intensity,
fencer ready.
both to lower the intensity and to
Fence.
protect the floors, it is possible to receive a foul for that.
Of course. Interesting matchup here. Two talls, two friends,
And forth.
regular training partners.
Hold!
Oh,
That cheeky
Cut
kick to the
arrives
leg
from
that
blue to
Derek
gold.
loves so
Clean hit,
much.
blue. Fencer's
Beautiful.
ready.
It's just laid on the void
Fence.
there.
Yeah, a beautiful parry. Blue's part from Gold's attack. Blue trying to pelt.
Parry there.
Oh,
Judge is not sounding too there and one.
It looked like Golds might have been parried, but I'm not quite sure there.
I wouldn't be surprised if we go to the instant.
Neither would I.
What do you think happened? What's your thought?
It looked to me like Blue Fencer was able to get his dagger on Gold Fencer's sword. Not sure under the timing. It might have been after contact was made.
premature hold, nothing done.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I feel
Okay.
like.
And we have a challenge.
Challenge flag on the field. Here we go.
All right, we'll be going to the replay. We'll be back
All right, then.
soon.
The instant replay here. Definitely.
But that flex is. Miss. Okay. Yeah. That's out. Nothing.
Really going in depth on that playthrough. Very chaotic. Classic case of sword and dagger being hard
On
to judge.
review, there are still no scoring actions. However, there is a technical against Blue for hitting the floor.
In the end, turns out to be a good challenge thrown by you.
Only technical.
Doesn't gain you any.
All right.
Does
Spencer's ready.
Derek,
Vince.
and Derek is a contender.
Yeah, that's true. Good strategy. Whether or not it.
Hold.
Ooh. This might be a case of sword beats dagger on priority.
Thrust arrives from Blue to Gold. Clean
I
hit.
think that's
Blue.
an arrest from Blue.
Arrest from Blue. Gold doesn't even touch. There
The
you
dagger,
go.
the dagger's not. Close
Got one
enough.
more.
Confusing
All right.
sometimes.
Yeah.
Spencer's ready.
On that penultimate one,
Vince.
both of Gold's thrusts got so close, but I think neither was able to act. Solid combo.
Charging the cuts. Hitting himself in the head.
Not a scoring action.
Yeah, luckily.
Oh!
Dramatic. Cut to
Thrust
the leg
arrives from
parry.
Blue to Gold. Clean hit. Blue.
Just barely sneaking
Yeah.
through there.
I know. That's a beautiful parry post from
Yeah.
Derek. Fantastic.
I'd say that has Derek's name all over it. Feint to the leg.
Absolutely.
Get parried, then renew to between the weapons.
Honestly, I think the feint to parry post
Fair.
is One
over
of the most
there.
beautiful chains of fencing actions you can have, and Derek knows how to do it very well.
I completely agree. Being able to draw out your opponent's
put it-
action and then capitalize
Accident.
on it, that's really what fencing is all about.
So we'll see here. I'm curious if Kieran is going to go with a more thrust-centric approach,
Right.
or is going to match
Ready?
in with the cuts.
I wouldn't be surprised if
Dodge
he
ready.
gets baited into cutting. That
Blue fence
means that
ready.
He has swapped
fence
off
ready.
of his saber
Fence!
to the rapier, so that might help him.
Oh no, he's back to the
we're
saber.
back to the saber. Interesting. Really going for different mix-ups here. Ooh, arrest in
Arrives.
Ian's duck.
Thrust arrives from blue to gold. Gold's cut is out of tempo. Clean hit blue.
Clean hit blue.
Gold behind the
I
line,
think
please.
that's
Fence is
the
ready.
correct call there.
Fence.
Gold might have touched the leg, but I think it was after ended.
Interesting that we're seeing Kieran pick up his weapons based on the matchup.
Hold.
Ooh.
Touch to the ground.
Technical to
Disappointing.
gold for hitting the ground.
Yep.
The scoring action out of tempo.
That is the
Fencer's ready.
risk
Fence.
of throwing cuts. Sometimes you hit the floor. Cutting the floor, not a technique that we've seen in the historical sources.
Not at all.
Generally not
Well,
advisable for a sharp sword.
I mean, you see it in the drunken bar fights.
That's true.
Hold.
But Kieran,
I
again,
believe-
with this pass below against cut. Looks like Ian's cut hits the leg there.
Mhm.
No.
I do recall a passage in the
Thrust arrives from blue
177,
to
but don't quote
gold.
me on
Gold's
that.
cut is
A street
again
fight in which a young
blocked
man
out
is,
by
is
blue's
dragging his sword
thrust.
along the ground to create
Clean hit.
sparks,
Blue.
and then is subsequently stabbed.
Gold behind the line.
Absolutely. That's
We have
an
one more.
anime drama
Yeah, we have one more.
right there.
Fencer's ready.
Something during
Fence.
the high holidays when you're drunk, maybe, but not advisable with the sharps nor in tournaments.
Again, Ian trying to draw tempo with flourishes. From just out of
Hold.
measure. Unable to capitalize. Looks like
It's
Kieran
like parry
was-
or post from
parry reports from Kieran.
Again.
Real question did Gold's
Or no,
initial?
Okay.
I think no.
All right.
Let's see what the
I
judges
agree.
say.
Clean parry riposte from
Yep.
blue to gold. Clean hit blue. Technical gold hitting the floor.
Ooh, cutting the floor
Oh.
again.
That was
Oh,
harsh.
what
That
a
was harsh.
disappointment.
I think I would have let that one
That,
slide.
that might be something like -5 VP for Ian in that exchange. Truly brutal.
Yeah. I think the for that reason alone, the rapier might be a
People
better pick, just because it forces you to cut less.
Yeah.
Judge ready.
That being said, it's even
Blue
more
fence are ready.
dangerous if you throw the cuts.
Gold
that
fence are ready.
extra
True,
length.
true.
Fence.
Now, this is a matchup we've seen in a variety of different events. Derek Wise and Chris Beauregard, both known for regularly getting into the finals.
Hold.
How dramatic parry riposte from Derek here against Beauregard's
Also.
running attack.
Thrust arrives from gold to blue. Clean hit gold.
Yep. Gold parries.
Fencer's ready.
I think blue sword
Fence.
flexes over the dagger, and that's what makes the noise. It makes contact to the mask, but that's certainly no quality blow.
Right. Anything that goes through the
Ooh.
strong. Wow, what a quick parry riposte.
Back and forth.
Back and forth.
Hold.
So that was a interesting attack after the hold, but I think that's
review.
mostly because the hold was pretty quiet there.
1 second. We'll be right back.
And I agree.
Yeah, so exactly as we predicted, no scoring action there.
Gold had a thrust that was maybe
On
an
review,
inch.
nothing done
So
on the pass.
close.
We refight the
But he
pass.
certainly parried.
Fencer's
Yeah.
ready. Fence.
Does look quite nice. Whatever our RJ did, it on our end at least, it looks nicer. Maybe
Begs the question why I didn't do it earlier.
Hold!
maybe Chad can tell us if it looks any better on their
That
end.
arrives from gold to blue. Clean hit,
This
gold.
crooked cut is
Yeah.
something
Fencer's
that we've seen
ready.
from quite a few fences.
Fence!
Feints outside the deck. Mean the
Hold!
weapons. Oh,
Thrust
beautiful
arrives from
arrest
gold to
down the
blue.
middle
Clean
here.
hit, gold.
And I think about the crooked cut, one of the things that's so hard is that for the dagger, because it's so short, if you commit to one side, it's much harder to bring it all the way across.
Exactly.
Now there, I think Blue Fencer got too close with the weapons too far apart. And yeah, Dark's got that speed and that length. He's able to get in between.
That is one of the biggest problems. We've said it before, and
Well, short
we'll
of it.
continue to say it. When you have something in each hand,
Now I'm
it's
short the
so
tall
easy to
fencer.
separate them, and you leave such a huge opening between your weapons. People will kind of get that that's even
Judge
open.
ready. Blue fencer ready. Gold fencer ready. Fence!
Oh, wow. Interesting parry riposte there.
Oh!
No action done, and then cut to the leg from... Looks like Blue's cut also hits the arm.
Gold now with a saber.
Back to the saber. Interesting.
Okay.
I wonder if that's by
Review.
agreement with Blue. And we're going back to the review. We'll be right back.
Interesting. Gold has switched to this. Blue is back to the saber.
This is rising up. So, up to the leg from gold. Blue's back to the arm is
And Boston Armizare judges notorious for their high quality standards.
True. We like to be harsh.
upon review.
One of
Gold
the core
has a
reasons
cut to the
that,
leg.
the
Blue
instant
has a
replay
cut to
got
the
brought in,
arm
just
that
to
lands
keep the
flat.
quality of the
Therefore,
judging
clean hit
possible.
gold.
Clean hit gold
Fencer's
is
ready.
the final call there.
Fence. Hold!
Ooh.
Thrust arrives from gold to blue. Clean hit gold.
One of the common actions we're
Fencer's
seeing
ready.
here, this
Fence.
faint low hit high. Very common with the sword and the dagger.
That arrives from blue to gold. Clean hit blue.
Very quick
I
parry
know,
repost
I
from
know.
gold here. That was pretty definitive.
And Gold has his own cut, that same cut, and it misses by an inch at most.
Just a tiny amount, yeah. Interestingly, we did mention this before, but gold there, Nick Reynolds swapped to the saber.
Okay, we're ready.
Having been using his extra
Judge ready.
long rapier for
Blue
the
fencer
entire
ready.
pool so far.
I suspect it's
Dolphins are
by
ready.
agreement. Garrett.
I
Fence.
would assume so.
Gold more conservative here, not as much movement. Going back to going forward here now.
Hold!
I think that's to the dagger hand.
Interestingly, back hold.
Fencers don't hear the hold.
I think so. See what the judges have to say about what went down there.
Nothing done. Refight the pass.
Seems pretty
Fencer's
reasonable.
ready.
I didn't
Yeah,
see
I
anything.
think, I
Fence.
think they're calling that blue fencer's cut landed on the cross guard.
I think that's pretty reasonable. Oh, interesting. Do you
Thrust
think the
arrives from blue to
thrust-
gold. Clean hit
Ooh, I
blue.
don't know.
Yeah,
It's hard to say.
challenge.
Oh, here we go. Challenge on the field.
I think that's a good challenge.
I think that's a good call. Seems like the
Yeah.
right time to throw a challenge. It really will change the outcome depending on how it goes. Yeah. Looks like the thrust is just short,
I know.
and the parry with the dagger connecting. Excellent challenge
Upon
from
review,
Gold Team.
The
here.
attack was parried,
Yeah,
therefore
that's a
nothing
swing.
done. We'll refight
Huge
the pass.
point swing.
Fencer's
If
ready.
Gold Fencer manages to land
Fence.
clean hit on the spout, 'cause
Yeah.
nothing done.
Then even bigger. That's the best time to throw the challenges when it makes that big of an outcome.
Hold.
Interesting. We'll see.
Okay.
Think
Apologies,
again,
nothing done.
Nothing done.
Okay.
Back to the
Challenge.
challenge.
Review that.
Challenge thrown by Blue.
We'll be right back.
We'll see if it gets overturned again.
I don't suspect it will, but we'll see.
Definitely not a thrust.
Well, it's
Unfortunate for Blue here, throwing the challenge flag but not getting a good result.
I can see why Blue's team felt very confident in that challenge, but
Yeah.
what in fact happened is that that
upon
was missed
review.
or passé.
Blue does have a cut that lands. However, it is with the tip and flat. Therefore, it does not count. Gold has a cut that comes through the strong of the parrying dagger, but because it's through the strong, it does not count. Therefore, we are refighting the pass. Nothing done.
Now, I can see
Fence
why
is ready.
Blue's team thought that
Fence.
that landed with the point, but
Absolutely.
it didn't. It simply didn't.
I think that was a pretty good gamble to take on
Yeah.
your challenge, especially after
Oh!
getting value out of their challenge.
Cut a rise
earlier.
from blue to gold. Clean hit, blue.
Interesting.
Ooh, that-
Fencer's
Do
ready.
you think that catches the
Fence.
leg?
I think that was the aim.
Yeah.
Maybe the
That
very
being
low
said,
thigh.
sometimes there's a challenge in seeing depth properly when you're looking at the camera.
Hold.
Apologies there.
Oh.
I was sure that was.
Cut a rise
I
from
was
blue
sure-
to
I
gold.
was
Clean
sure
hit,
that was
blue.
But
Fencer's
Well, it's
ready.
clean hit blue.
it's clean hit blue
Fence.
either way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, sometimes that's what happens, right?
Hold.
Ooh.
I think.
Gold coming in trying to get that point, but
I mean,
It
I
look-
think the question here is the tempo, because I think blue definitely comes in with that cut. Is gold quick enough with the dagger to get at least the priority?
I think actually Gold might hit
Yeah.
with the sword first,
And it- and
coming
it-
in, and then with the dagger afterward.
Oh, I didn't see that. You might be
Yeah,
right.
we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to the instant.
Either would I.
But doesn't look like the judges
No.
aren't. Looks like they're confident.
Blue's attack is passe. Gold comes over with an attack that arrives to the hand. Clean hit, gold.
All right, clean hit Gold
Clean
is
hit
the
gold.
call on
Ask
the
a
field.
clarifying question, but you can't throw.
Unfortunately, there's no flags left. Challenging.
Okay, clean hit, gold.
Yeah.
Judge coming over to check. Sean Yu absolutely confident in his calls.
He beat us with our replay. We
You-
thought he was wrong.
You only get
But
that
then
kind of
we-
confidence when
yeah.
you've been doing this for 10 years, like
know.
Sean Yu has.
We put it in the slow motion,
As he
and Gold
came in.
Fencer does land that cut with the edge onto Blue Fencer's arm. Blue Fencer's subsequent action seems to be interrupted, likely because of that hit to the arm.
An absolutely incredible call from Sean Yu over here. That was
Yeah.
great. Being able to see that without the instant replay.
That's crazy.
Very impressive.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm very impressed.
Yeah. I'm also impressed by all of our fencing that we've seen today, both in the Sword and Dagger tournament and just at all the other events. Really looking good. You, you know what else really impressed me today?
What?
Matthew? The absolutely delicious lunch that I had from Pizza Party.
It was very good.
One of our sponsors today, Pizza Party here in the Cambridge area. Absolutely delicious. My personal favorite is their Pizza Project. Pizza Project. Their honey pepperoni pizza.
It was
so
really good. It was really
I feel
good.
like I could eat that all day.
Now, honey on pizza, if you've never had it before, you might be skeptical. I could not recommend it more.
Yeah, honestly, it's not normally my style, but I liked it a lot. Here we go. I think
Things are wrapping up.
we're wrapping up, and that's the end of the stream for today. Oh, tiebreaker round.
Oh, we have a tiebreaker.
Another tiebreaker. Absolutely
my gosh.
crazy here with the Sword and Dagger today. Maybe our informant is actually wrong.
As he often is.
Fourth place tiebreaker is what our informant is saying.
Well, that's the difference between what? Nickel and copper?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tin, maybe? No, there's an order.
Well, we'll see what
Aluminum?
happens.
Fool's gold? Is that
The
what sixth
building
place is?
mostly empty now. Absolutely great.
Now, we could be eating dinner right now, but we chose to stay here
That's true.
with you
for
wonderful
you,
folks, keeping you company
for the chat.
for the chat.
The things we do for the chat.
Crazy.
How bad was my mic through all?
I have no idea.
No. I mean, while I was running around and trying to get. Okay, good. I wanted.
All right. All right. One pass. Tiebreaker round for who's going to take fourth.
And it will be decided only by a clean blow or with priority. So,
the way
symmetrical
this is
double
working,
will do
it is
nothing.
a single
Unsurprising.
pass.
Lucas
just to
in
break
blue
your
and
tie.
Chris in gold. We'll see who's
Yes.
able to pull out that
If
fourth
nothing
place.
done,
Two of the
we
most
refight the
disparate,
pass.
I
All
think,
the other
personal
rules are
fencing
the same.
styles in this tournament today. But two excellent, though very different
I don't
fencers.
need to
Yeah,
table.
very true.
Judge ready.
We'll see
Blue
what
fence
they
are ready.
are able to
Gold
do.
fence are
So
ready.
you said asymmetrical
Fence.
or clean hit only. Looking for a definitive
getting
win.
close.
Oh, that might be it right down the middle.
We're reviewing it.
Oh, I don't know.
Going to the review, that might be
We're
a
going
fake
to the review.
flinch.
I think
We'll
that might
see.
be a void. We'll have to take a closer look.
Does Chris manage to get it in here? Luke is throwing his head back and absolutely managing to dodge this. An incredible
What a void. What a void.
Absolutely incredible here.
Yeah, put your helmet back on.
Surviving by an inch.
This is the type of top
All
tier
right.
fencing that you get at
Yeah.
Boston Armizare.
Now, this is what-
Boar's Tooth event.
This is what you
After
want to see, the
review,
sudden death event.
The
Truly
thrust does not
incredible.
land, so we refight the pass.
Nothing done. Refight
Fencers
the
ready.
pass.
Yeah.
Fence.
We're looking for a clean hit or an asymmetrical double, something definitive.
Hold.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now that
Review.
time,
Going to review again.
we'll see.
L- Messy and sloppy. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Looking at the review.
Doesn't matter. Else is out of either
Looks
out
like
of
we have a
time or lower
definitive
priority.
result here.
Yeah. Okay. Upon review, the initial thrust from gold lands to blue. Therefore, anything that happens otherwise is lower priority. Match gold.
Match goes to Chris Beauregard,
Yep.
taking 4th place in Sword and Dagger. Very exciting here.
What a wonderful sudden death bout. That first pass was incredible. I think we were all
What-
convinced
Okay.
that
What
that thrust
a void.
landed, but it was a void. It was a void by maybe an inch, but it was unquestionably voided.
That is one of the risks with throwing your head back, though. Without the instant replay, that absolutely would have been called a cut to the head.
Yeah.
You got to be stone cold and leaning forward when you're making your parries and voids.
Absolutely. But of course, in that second pass, Blue Fencer just gets a little bit closer, and Gold Fencer's able to land able to land deep, and Blue is just too close to void.
Yep. Boy, what a match.
And what a tournament. I think the quality of the fencing has been excellent, down from the first couple rounds all the way up to the finals.
I completely agree.
All right, well, we're signing off now.
We'll be
see
back
you guys
tomorrow, 9 a.m.
9
Is that
a.m.
right?
Probably 9:15.
We've got A-tier longsword. We've got Gen Ek longsword.
Very
and,
exciting,
And
very exciting.
small sword tomorrow. So a
very
packed
exciting.
day.
All very packed.
Should be really good.
Now the 8 tier especially, I'm really looking forward to, especially because I get to watch it. I don't have to compete in it.
Yeah, it's always nice when you can just enjoy good fencing.
Exactly.
We'll be passing the mic off to Abby and Kieran, who will be casting.
Oh, does that mean I'm judging?
Well, that's remains to be seen, Matthew.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
even if I get to do nothing and just watch,
do-
that's perfect.
doing nothing is truly the best.
Yeah.
Especially on day 3 of an event.
Exactly.
I
Alright,
think
well.
we'll wrap it up there. Thanks everybody. We
Thanks
will
for
see
watching.
you all tomorrow.
Good night and good luck.